Oh, we are fucking stupid.
Yeah,
oh my god.
we got it figured out.
I think it's my PC, so I'm the retarded one.
No, I mean, I'm not helpful at all. I'm just watching you click stuff, being like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, it looks different, looks good. I don't know.
It'd be like me watching someone work on an engine. That's for sure parts. What do you got?
That's an engine.
It's got wheels. I think we're good.
Well, just I don't know. Did it look bad last episode?
What?
The recording? I don't remember.
I don't think it looked bad.
I think it sounded fine, but if I got a webcam for potential, visual recording stuff later on. And my Audacity, being the stupid thing it must be, decided the recording device it was going to use was going to be my webcam.
Makes sense.
Microphone, which that makes zero sense. So I had to make sure it was on the Zoom P2, and now it is. Yeah.
Webcam.
Now it looks good. We were messing with dials for like 10 minutes. You're like, why does it not look right?
You just have like a recording of the webcam. You're trying to fix it. You stand up. You have no pants. What the fuck is the deal?
I keep it closed for a reason. The lens closed. Oh man, but. We're finally back.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. A vacation, and by vacation, I mean staycation, where I did absolutely nothing except play Star Trek Online, my other character.
Oh, shit.
Which, rolling through it, man.
We got to get another STO episode going, too.
Yeah.
I love that
Let's try one for tomorrow. We'll try one for tomorrow.
Yeah, let me know. I'll see what I can do.
I ain't doing fuck all tomorrow, so I'm going to
try
definitely free. So
also, in other news, I had a vacation, but it's all been wedding planning, so I'm sorry, you all. I've been busy. I will be continuing to be busy for the next 2 months, and then after the wedding, peak season. But still,
and then we're still fucked.
But we're getting there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're getting there,
and we're still doing episodes, so I'm happy.
Yes, season 6, part 2.
Yeah.
Before we start, our little post starting tangents. I've been watching Tubi a lot, and
Tubi's solid.
I got on a weird British TV show kick, so I was watching this one show called Teachers. Came out in 2001.
Yeah, it has the fucking what's his name?
Andrew Lincoln.
Yeah, Andrew Lincoln.
I did not recognize him at first until season 2, when I was like, "That's that motherfucker from
Walking Dead."
It's
so funny that he's a fucking British dude that plays one of the best Southern characters.
Yeah. No idea it was him until once he was clean shaven in season 2 of the show. I was like, "That's that guy. That's that one guy."
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Teachers is good. They actually tried to remake that in America, like they've done every good British show, and it sucked.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is that the one where it's an all-female cast? Or
I'm not sure.
There's another Teachers came out in 2000 something or other later, and it was an all-female cast. I was like, I couldn't find it on.
I'm not 100%. I'll have to go back and look. But I used to watch that show. It's fucking a dumb teen drama, but I watched it when I was in 18, 19 with Skins.
I think that might be on TV.
Yeah, it's it's pretty much like Degrassi, but times fucking 10.
Yeah.
Everyone's addicted to drugs. Yes. Someone dies every season. So much sex.
One pregnancy every week.
Yeah, honestly, it's a crazy show. But they tried to bring it to America and fucking failed miserably. Of course, they put it on MTV.
Yeah, that makes
It's fucking stupid.
So I kind of got bored with Teachers. I got through season 2. I'm almost done with season 2. But I wanted something that was more comedy, because it's supposed to be a comedy drama, whatever. It's a little more that than it is comedy. And I just finished a show called Fresh Meat.
Yeah.
That had Jack Whitehall in it.
Yeah, I know.
And he's in another show called Bad Education.
Yeah.
Which is the funniest thing I think I've seen all year.
Really?
Hilarious.
I gotta watch that. I used to be obsessed with British comedy shows. Faulty Towers is one of my favorite shows of all time.
This comedy isn't that typical British dry comedy. It's very there's some sexual stuff. It's very in your face. It's hilarious.
Bad Education?
Yeah, Bad Education. It came out 2014, 2014, something like that.
Okay.
Hilarious.
I know me and you talked about Peep Show as well.
I was going hoarse last night laughing so hard. I was like, I'm going to go to bed, early tonight, that way I can get up. My vacation's over with, need to get back in the swing. And I stayed up till midnight last night watching this fucking show.
That's fucking awesome.
Hilarious.
I've been watching, a side note, I subscribe to Criterion, the channel.
Really?
I was before. I know. That's what I'm saying. It sucks because it's I watch films.
Yeah,
I watch films. But I watched some really good movies on there. There's this movie called Repo Man from the 80s with fucking Emilio Estevez in it. And he's a punk. And it has Harry Dean Stanton is his name, I think. The dude from Alien and Paris, Texas and all this shit. Mm-hmm. But great movie.
Yeah, I need to watch Repo Man again. That's a really good movie.
It's really good. And I watched this Japanese psychological thriller called The Cure. And it's a dude that, so this detective's trying to solve this string of murders where every time it's somebody that killed somebody and they didn't even want to do it. They just did it.
Just did it as a...
This dude was hypnotizing people and making them kill people.
Okay. I think they just there's a murder and the cops are like, we don't want to solve this.
No, it's just
case this bitch immediately.
No, they just kept running it, and it's the same murder. Like someone would be dead and they got an X carved in their chest, and like
same or same like
exactly. And the people don't even remember. Like they remember doing it, but it was like they just did it so calmly, like it was just part of what they were doing that day. And it was just
on their shopping list.
Exactly. And this dude was hypnotizing people. And the way he was doing it is he acted like he had no clue who he was. And somebody would take him in and try and talk to him. And he's like, I have amnesia.
Yeah.
I have amnesia. But he would just make him fucking kill people through hypnotizing.
I'll have to check that out. What's it on Criterion?
Yeah, it's from 97.
It's old then.
Okay, yeah, it's very good though. Like, I mean.
Is it like, it's in Japanese, so subtitles. Is it dubbed over? Is it a dub?
No. I fucking hate. So anime, if I don't like a lot of anime, but I will watch dubbed. I don't give a fuck. I'm not that guy.
Yeah, I like dubbed.
But when it comes to like movies, like real people, I don't want to watch the dub because it doesn't look right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A cartoon.
Some are really well done.
Yeah, that's fair.
But other times where it's like it was like a rush job.
Yeah.
Or it was a studio that really doesn't have a lot of money. This is a cash grab for them.
Exactly. Yeah. You see someone talk, they're still talking, but the sound's done with. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. And then the voice acting's terrible.
It's like that movie Kung Pao. I love that movie to death. But it was just a fantastic movie. And Criterion, I know, is douchey. Trust me, I know. But they used to have the Criterion Collection on Hulu, and I liked it.
That's right, they did. I forgot about that.
I used to love it because I like weird movies. And I love David Lynch. Every David Lynch movie's in the fucking Criterion Collection. So I'm not watching a lot of the douchey sex movies. It's a lot of the weird art house horror movies and then old black and white Japanese movies, stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, recommend it. Fucking dope.
Yeah, I'll check those out. So I was watching, that bad. When we're done here, I'm either gonna. There's a 99% chance I'm just gonna edit tomorrow and post.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go there and keep watching Bad Education.
Yeah, fucking.
It's so
do it.
so funny. Do you watch it tonight when you get home? If you got some time?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and check it out.
Watch tonight, dude. Just watch the first episode. It's fucking great. It's like Teachers.
Okay.
Like Jack Whitehall is a teacher, so it's kind of like where he is that teacher that's really not, the best, but he kind of cares, but in a weird way. It's one of those, but it's just a little bit more raunchy.
I know what the show is. Like I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it because like I said, I used to be way into British comedy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But speaking of comedy, let's start talking about the podcast. I guess the stuff we're supposed to be talking about.
Yeah.
Where we pick back up after that really serious Far Beyond the Stars episode. Yeah. We go straight into a comedy. It's Honey, I Shrunk the Runabout.
Yeah.
With one little
ship.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
So it starts off, we got Dax, Bashir, and is it O'Brien on the ship? And they're trying to, what are they doing? I can't.
It's some sort of spatial, I wrote it down here because it's a weird one, a subspace compression anomaly.
Yeah.
And apparently they take the Defiant and Runabout out to study it. They need to get rid of it because somehow, I guess, the anomaly itself might be analogous to like Borg transwarp conduits. So it could be a way to just, increase, or I guess decrease travel time for responses or whatever.
Yeah.
But with the compression anomaly, that's the keyword compression. As you get deeper into it, you get smaller and smaller and smaller. The space between your atoms gets closer and closer together. I assume that's how it works. So that they got them on a tractor beam in the runabout, so that way they can, as they go in, they get their things, they bring them out the same exact way, same speed, so they regrow in size correctly.
Yeah.
But then, of course, it's the Dominion War, so they immediately get attacked.
Yeah, as soon as it happens, and then you got the Jem'Hadar invading the fucking Defiant.
Yeah.
And you got Mini Julian. The mini ship flying around the Defiant, fucking up shit to actually save him, which is hilarious.
Well, and the best part is that it's funny because it's the idea of a tiny runabout. They're trying to get around the ship, but then like the actual drama part of it is our cast is captured.
Yeah,
they're being because with them having the tractor on the runabout, they couldn't have their shields up, so they got hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
Thank God for a blade of armor. And with the shields being down, the Jem'Hadar beamed in, took control. But all the damage, like damage to the warp core and damage from other stuff, so they're going to make the Starfleet guys repair the ship. And that's, of course, Cisco's going to be like, we're going to take advantage of that, of course.
Yeah.
But the one guy, the second, is it Ramadaclon?
I believe so. Cisco's getting in his head.
Yeah, because he's like, he's talking shit to him because he's a Gamma Jem'Hadar. Now, since the wormhole was cut off for so long, they started making alpha Jem'Hadars.
Yeah.
And they put them in charge because they're bred for the alpha quadrant. Even though they have zero, I guess, genetic experience.
But they're supposed to be
better.
Yeah.
And they aren't because the second Ramataclon's like, don't trust these fuckers. Don't trust them.
He's
like you should kill them immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, no, we're gonna use to repair the ship. Okay, cool. I guess we're do your thing.
Guess it's not gonna fucking work.
This won't bite us in the ass later. And I think Cisco even Cisco even kind of like looks at him at the end of the episode when Ramataclon's dying because he takes a photon torpedo to the chest.
Yeah.
Cisco's basically like, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, he should have listened to you.
Shit.
Yeah, should have listened to you.
But no, it's actually a really fun episode. It's literally Honey, I Shrunk the Runabout. Like,
and I like the sciencey aspects of it because there's the scene where they have to like get into the ship, so they're going through like they're going through an exhaust manifold or something like that, for the impulse drive. So they're doing all the little stuff like that, and I love the crazy design. They're going through that little tunnel where the exhaust manifold, and they fire up the impulse engine, so all that fucking fire is coming down.
Yeah,
there's that little panel for them they bust through. And it's almost like a saloon door, the way it busts open and closes. But all that fire and exhaust is just right there where this door is. There's no sort of like...
That's it. That's
no
all you
shielding,
need.
no nothing. It makes zero sense to me from a ship design standpoint.
Well, I also love when they're flying through it and Bashir tells fucking O'Brien, it's really dirty in here. Like he's like, fuck you. He's like, I couldn't
clean in here, Miles.
Yeah.
Well, in the weird part, the cool set, I really like the set where they're actually in a console and you can see all the isolinear chips and all the wires and stuff. Sick. Which the cabling is just a big air duct.
Yeah.
It's cheap air duct that you would put in a house or something. The flexible ones. But the whole sciencey part that I liked was that Bashir was like, if we go in there outside of the ship, the air out there is those molecules are giant compared to our bodies, so we'll just explode.
Yeah,
you'll die. So they had to beam in actual air they were breathing into it, so that they could breathe correctly. And like we only have like 2 minutes of air. And it's like just tell Dax to keep beaming air in.
Yeah,
beam CO2 out, beam fresh air in.
What the fuck?
Like what do you? It'll just keep recycling in the runabout. They just keep beaming air in.
Yeah.
I don't know. They only have 43 minutes to do an episode,
For real.
This shit like that. But it was kind of a neat little sciencey thing that the air molecules outside do not match the air molecules in because of this whole compression anomaly that they've shrunk. It's two and the 2 and 2 don't make 4 here. I thought that was kind of neat that they kept that pseudo sciencey shit together.
It's a fun episode.
Yeah. You just get more the fact that like. Remember, like in TNG, where there was those motherfuckers that were snatching people, trying to study. Like they took Picard and replaced him with a carbon copy that was really weird.
Yeah,
and they signaled to capture him with just like touch on the nose or a wing. That's kind of what they were doing in the engineering. Was they were kind of signaling each other to do certain things to delay, getting the warp core online, or like I think Nog was trying to crack the main computer encryption just so they could get control from the bridge down to engineering, and of course it just didn't work because the Jem'Hadar were that fucking second was caught onto him.
Yeah, he was.
And here comes the runabout, just firing phasers, throwing photons in engineering.
It's kind of crazy you think about torpedoes. It though. Legitimately, if they would have just listened to the second, that would have been the end of Deep Space Nine. Everyone would have died.
Yeah,
like it would have. Yeah. Like they had him.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
Yeah, well, maybe not die. Probably would have confined our quarters and prisoners of wars until the war was inevitably lost.
No, I think if he would have if the second had his way, Cisco would have had his shit blown smooth off.
Yeah, like, probably Cisco. Everybody else would have been. Yeah, would have been. Worf wouldn't have had it. He would have went out fighting for sure.
Yeah, just like in that episode, and he's on the fucking Cardassian prison.
Oh, the Jem'Hadar prison.
The Jem'Hadar prison. Yeah. And he's like, "You're gonna fight 14 fucking dudes, bro. Yeah. Like, we're wrecking you." That's such a good episode too.
And I like at the end of it too when they're back in Quarks. There's they're playing darts. O'Brien and Julian.
Yeah.
And Odo and Quark are just kind of like looking at him talking. They're like, "What?" And he's like,
"Aren't you a little bit? One of you taller?
2 centimeters shorter." And they're like looking at each other like, "Infirmary." They go to the infirmary to like get their heights, and Odo and Quark are laughing with each other, and they're like, "Ah, look at that! You would never have guessed Odo and Quark be making jokes about someone else and laughing together about it 4 or 5 seasons ago.
Well, I think Quark even made a statement of like, even you have a sense of humor sometimes.
Yeah. Just seeing Odo kind of like chuckle.
It's hilarious.
Like, oh, dude, development. We're 6 seasons in. Look at all this character development.
Yeah, Odo's finally not turning into a douche. I love Odo to death, but sometimes he is a stick in the mud, bro.
Yeah. I didn't notice too, which it had to be, going through the wiki in the Memory Alpha, like Kira is like us. Kira's the only one in this episode that we only see her one time. That's in the beginning. We never see her after that.
Yeah.
And she's the, I guess, the stand-in for the audience, because it's a funny episode, and we're gonna find stuff funny about it. And the entire time, she's just laughing because she's just thinking about them in the runabout being, 2 inches big. You know what I mean? Like she just cannot stop laughing. She's like, I want no part of this. This is a joke.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the where we're sitting. It's like, this is a joke episode,
which is great. Fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally fine with that.
I thought that was nice.
The next one, you want to talk about the next one yet?
Yeah, we can definitely go. Honor Among Thieves.
I thought this was a weird, very strange episode. I liked it, but like, we're gonna have O'Brien infiltrate this weird space mafia. Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
why?
Perfect timing for the Dominion War. We're gonna have Brian be a spy. The engineer's gonna go be a spy again.
It makes no sense. Like, why do they keep like? That's the thing. That's the only thing that pisses me off about the early Trek writing. Everything about new Trek writing makes me mad, but the early Trek, I'm just like, why are we sending Chief like high up people to go like do like an infiltration spy mission, and he's a fucking engineer. He's not like I guess he has past Cardassian War fucking like experience and shit like that, but like
undercover espionage stuff is very much Starfleet intelligence, not a commissioned, like not a commission, what is he again? He's a non-commissioned officer.
Yeah.
Engineer.
He's chief engineer of a fucking ship that doesn't move. You know what I mean? He's on a station.
Yeah, he didn't go through, actual Starfleet training. He went through some, but not like an actual commissioned officer.
Got fucking Donnie Brasco over here sending in fucking Chief O'Brien. It makes no sense.
Yeah, if Donnie Brasco, they got the fucking janitor of the precinct.
That's what I'm saying.
That makes no sense, and that irks me. But it's just, who are they going to use? They can't use Odo.
Yeah, no, honestly, they're
not going to use Kira either.
This is one of those things where I wish there was like an anthology Star Trek show where it was just random captains, random fucking people. It would be really cool to have like Star Trek stories in every episode. You could do 2-parters with a full cast, but it'd be cool to have like just random other Star Trek people, because like your mainstay cast isn't going to be involved in fucking everything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
one episode you get a ship that's primarily it's legit Starfleet covert ops intelligence.
Exactly.
Shit. And then you get a weird engineering episode where it's a corps of engineers go do something on a planet.
Yeah,
and it's
a funny
it's a little over their head, but they get it done.
Exactly. Shit like that.
Actual combat, an actual like a war movie episode where like it's about a crew like in war.
And you could do it different eras of Star Trek. Like it could be all motherfucker. Actually, now I'm mad. Why don't we have that? Money. Why wasn't that a thing that was made instead of fucking doing
money
bunch
and
dumb shows?
And
Star Trek Twilight Zone series, essentially, where every episode's different. That'd be fucking sweet. Now I'm mad.
Just call it Star Trek Stories.
Yeah, dude. Now I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
Damn, we're 18 minutes in and we're already pissed.
I know.
It's a record.
Because we have better ideas.
Yeah, we have better ideas. 100%.
I also have another idea for a show. We're going to get to it in a little bit.
Based on another episode?
Yeah, that I think would have worked a lot better than Starfleet Academy.
Okay. Just saying. Any idea. I could take a shit right now that would be a better idea than Starfleet
Put a yellow
Academy.
Shirt on it.
Yeah. I'll put a red shirt on it and then vaporize it. It's still a better idea. Jesus.
But no, O'Brien's infiltrating this weird fucking mafia.
The Orion Syndicate.
Yeah, the Orion Syndicate. And he's trying to get close. What's the main guy's name?
Bilby?
Bilby, yeah, he's trying to get close to
Bilby is the guy, is the caretaker at Starfleet Academy.
Oh, okay.
It is Bilby.
Is it?
Bilby? Because
I know O'Brien's like meeting with some other...
We'll say Bilby. That's what I wrote down, so we'll say Bilby.
Well, this episode was so strange for preference. I thought it was Smiley. I thought it was a mirror episode for like... almost to the end.
Because it's all dark and dingy?
Yeah, it's weird. I'm like, this has to be a mirror episode, and we're seeing what Smiley's up to.
Exactly.
No, it's fucking O'Brien. I'm like, this makes no sense.
That'd have been cool if it was a weird mirror episode.
That's what I thought the whole time. All the way until the end. And I was like, okay, so it's actually just O'Brien doing like...
Well, it makes sense in the end when you get to like why the Syndicate is doing what they're doing, and while O'Brien's there. It takes too long. You get like 3/4 way through the episode, and you're figuring out why the Syndicate Well, so why O'Brien's here? For the most part, he's here because the previous 5 operatives that were sent in to infiltrate the syndicate have been killed.
Yeah.
Good luck, O'Brien.
You're
of course we send him. You're possibly not fucked or anything if the last 5 guys are dead.
Yeah, you only have PTSD from prison and everything else.
Yeah, being captured by the Cardassians, having your teeth ripped out.
Yeah.
Your fantasy land prison in your head.
That you were there for your whole life.
For 20-something years. Yeah, whatever. You're fine. Fuck it.
Still hiding food in a napkin at the dinner table and shit.
Yeah. Won't have sex with your wife.
Yeah.
unless you call him that one guy's name.
Dude, literally O'Brien has had the worst run of... Besides, okay, spoiler alert, Dax dies this season. Aside from Dax being murdered, O'Brien's had the worst run of luck in any fucking character's history of Star Trek.
100%. But he's here. He's trying to infiltrate this guy's crew. This low-level guy's crew. And it's kind of a cool way he does it. He shows himself that he's handy with technology because that one guy, he's got that interface on his neck, and he tries to like hack somebody and charge them for their meal or whatever.
That made me laugh, by the way. Let me hack stuff.
He hits in his neck, yeah. And he spikes him. They call it spiking, and it like fucks his little transceiver thing up. So Brian's like, "Oh, I can take care of that. I'll fix it." I mean, that's how he gets in on the crew. Is he's a fixer, and he's down on his luck or whatever.
Which is why I thought he was Smiley. Just saying.
Exactly. And they're just in a dingy ass. Well, they're on Farius Prime, and it's supposed to be like a dingy, like it's not a very good world.
It's the Star Trek ghetto for sure. Like it's fucked.
Yeah. But the whole point is that there's a connection between the Orion Syndicate and the Dominion.
Yeah.
That's the Starfleet intelligence is trying to figure out. There's a whole thing about Klingon disruptors. That's what they're going to use to assassinate a Klingon ambassador on Farius Prime.
Yeah.
The Dominion is going to have the Orion Syndicate do it with Klingon disruptors. That way it looks like another Klingon governor or ambassador or house or whatever wants this guy dead. Mm-hmm. And that's going to sow, deceit within the Klingon Empire, possibly another Klingon civil war. It's one less ally the Federation has, one less, power in the Alpha Quadrant to give the Dominion trouble. And that's what their goal is.
Yeah.
You found that out like 3/4 in. And there's a lot of stuff. I mean, the Bilby guy, it's funny how
Orion essentially gets close to him. Oh, yeah, O'Brien. Sorry, I called him Orion.
Orion.
But no, O'Brien gets close to him and doesn't even want to sell him out anymore. He even knocks out that fucking dude that he's giving all the info to.
Yeah, what was that fucker's name? The Chadwick?
I believe so.
Yeah, he's that's his handler. Yeah, because essentially it's going to be a suicide mission.
Yeah. They're
going to go and with these weapons at the Klingon embassy and kill this guy, but some of them are probably going to die too. It's the Klingons. They're going to fight back.
Yeah.
So whether or not they succeed or not, he's probably going to die. If Chadwick tells him about it, he's definitely going to die.
Yeah.
And Bilby's got a family back on wherever I don't know if they're on Earth or there's some other Federation homeworld, but he's got a wife and kids.
Yeah.
And he's like doing it for them, trying to keep them safe and I guess make money.
Yeah. He even assassinates that one dude that in the bar. Remember, he's talking about how the weapons don't work.
Yeah.
And it seems to work fine. Shoots him right in the fucking stomach and then murders him right there on the floor. I was like, holy shit. It got gritty.
It did get gritty, but it was also, kind of a definitely kind of put on your heartstrings a little bit because O'Brien, these guys aren't 100% evil.
No, it's very gray.
It's very gray. At least, but the syndicate guy probably fucking evil.
Yeah, 100%.
The Vorta we see probably fucking evil, but Bilby guy just some level of a guy just trying to make a living. Yeah. It's not the best living,
but he's doing it
exactly. And he cares about his family. He's not just some guy that's out murdering people.
He also tries to get O'Brien sniz.
Yes, as soon as you said that's right. That's I knew you were gonna say that. He's like, no, I got a girl. I just started seeing Kimiko or something like that. He just can't lay off the Asian women.
Yeah.
O'Brien's got a type.
And then he gets her out of there. Like, he's like, thank you for everything. You have a good night. It makes her leave.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be funny if he closed the door, turned around, just rock hard. Just fucking whole pants almost off of him. They're sticking out so hard. Damn it.
Oh my god, dude! What fun! See, more fun like that you can just have by
just doing dumb
not
shit.
Really almost respecting the show.
Yeah,
even though you love it.
Like I said, I this episode pisses me off because why? But I loved it still. Yeah. It's still a really good episode.
We don't even. I don't think we ever find out what happens to Bilby.
No, he kind of just
Well, he gives O'Brien his cat, Chester. Yeah. He gives him Chester. He's like, take care of Chester for me.
Yeah, and you never see the cat again. The cat's dead, for sure.
Well, no, he brings it back home on the station.
I know, obviously.
And I think you see it one or two more times later.
No, it's actually, I was going to point this out. The episode, we're going to get to it, but the episode where Molly falls into the time.
Yeah.
Whenever they bring 18-year-old Molly to her room, the cat's laying in her room. So they gave the cat to Molly. Yeah. Which is cool. Family I just cat, joking, thinking that maybe Keiko cooked the cat. We don't know.
I think the replicator could probably make enough cat and dog Chinese dishes. I think they're fine.
She's Japanese, so it's kind of racist. But I'm just saying. Maybe she cooked the cat. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure later on, Bill O'Brien is doing some more stuff for Starfleet Intelligence, and I think he even tries to help out Bilby's family.
Yeah.
It even kind of goes. It's. We'll get to it. It's in season 7. I'm pretty sure it's in season 7.
Okay, I'm actually. You're talking about me watching that British show. I kind of want to go home and watch more Trek after this.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Really enjoyed season 6.
Yeah. Season 7 is a rough start, but it gets there.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's a weird episode.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a one-off for sure.
It's a one-off, but even though it gets touched on later in season 7 with the whole Bilby's family thing.
Yeah.
But that ties into the plot of the current episode that's happening in.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a good payoff. But it definitely a weird episode when we go from we end our first episode with the episode that was Far Beyond the Stars?
Yeah.
That episode, which is a fantastic episode. And really a thinker. Then you get a Honey, I Shrunk the Ship episode,
and then you get an espionage.
This weird espionage video that makes no sense with it being O'Brien.
No, yeah, they could have done anything besides O'Brien. That would have made more sense to me. But I did like it.
Use Bashir. Use Julian.
Thank you. He fucking cosplays as fucking James Bond 24/7 in the Replicator.
And with him being
the fucking holodeck,
in the holosuite, and with him being essentially an augment. I mean, he would be able to.
He'd be perfect.
He'd be a little bit more suited to it than O'Brien.
Yeah, and it would make less sense still though too, because chief engineer and the fucking doctor, the ranks make no sense for the missions they're assigned.
Well, I think Julian is a lieutenant. Maybe
I don't know. I just know he's doctor.
Yeah, they're usually just doctors.
Yeah,
I think pretty much everyone on TNG was a lieutenant commander.
Yeah,
outside of Commander Riker and yeah, because in Generations, Worf is the last one to take the lieutenant commander role. That's what their whole ceremony is. He gets promoted,
and Worf
even Deanna gets the lieutenant commander.
Dude, fucking Worf got promoted and demoted so many times because they thought people died in Next Gen.
Oh man, but let's get on Change of Heart, episode 16.
And once again, I'm pissed off at who they're sending on missions. Right? So it starts off Worf and Dax banging. They're in their fucking well, actually no, it starts off.
It's in Quarks. They're playing Tongo.
Yeah, they're playing Tongo, and Worf and O'Brien are betting on Quark winning the bet.
O'Brien bets on Quark.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And Worf is obviously betting on Jadzia.
Yeah.
He's got to bet on his wife.
Yeah.
But Quark's on a hot streak. Quark has won 260 consecutive games.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fucker.
Yeah, I wish Tongo, someone should actually try and make Tongo a real game.
I would love to see it played.
Because it looks fun. It looks like a more advanced Monopoly.
Yeah, I like the idea of it. Yeah. But I do like that Worf is I like my blood wine. He's says something, and then Quark lays down the cards and wins, and O'Brien's I like a single barrel,
malt scotch.
Yeah, single malt scotch. And also, fuck yeah, O'Brien getting scotch. Yeah. Worf's got pussy ass wine. Love scotch.
I bet blood wine would knock your fucking socks off.
Maybe, I don't know. I bet that scotch is still a higher IBU.
I don't know, man. Remember? No, I don't know, because remember whenever they infiltrated that one base, they had to take pills to make them not get drunk, because apparently blood wine is that fucking.
I'm curious now. I'd like to know. See if we can look up the alcohol percentages. Their blood wine is just Everclear with blood in it.
Yeah, just Everclear with red dye 40.
Yeah.
Who just tried to call me? I bet it's going to say fucking.
Was it Bashir?
Potential spam. And it's going to be one of those voicemails where it's just some sort of nonsense. Yep, that's just nonsense.
Yep, there we go.
Scumbags.
Fucking AI.
Fucking India.
Just kidding. No. But no, they make the bet, whatever. Worf loses. He owes O'Brien scotch now. But then they go back to the bedroom with Worf and Dax, and it's kind of like Worf's over there praying to his god or whatever in the little box. And then Dax just throws her fucking her nightgown at him, and they're clearly gonna go be fucking doing their thing.
Go be fucking,
which is weird to me. Like I don't know, it's Star Trek and everything. Like there's couples, but it's just so strange how heavy Deep Space Nine will play into some of those. Like it's like when Dax had that one there, she was wrestling, and that one guy left her room, and I was like, they were having sex.
I mean, yeah. I mean, TNG was kind of like that, though. Hell, remember fucking Top Shit and Data?
That's true. Actually, I take it back because there was also the fucking, I'll never get over the weird foot oil scene with Troy and that one dude she was banging that came on the ship.
Yeah, that was like stealing her youth.
She's just fucking.
And it was the guy that was like stealing her youth.
Yeah. Well, no. This was the dude that he was like a negotiator. Now that one stealing her youth, and she was like
going crazy,
all horned out.
You could see her nipples and stuff.
Yeah, O'Brien. Riker comes back to the room, and that guy leaves the room. Captain or like Commander. I was totally not getting snizzing here. But yeah, okay, I take it back. I guess it's just strange to me. You know what I mean? Because, the way new TV is and stuff, like, I feel like they don't...
Well, and realistically, there hasn't been a lot of that in Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, I think that's what it is like Deep Space Nine doesn't have a shit ton, other than when they go to that one planet, Bashir's just having sex with everybody because he's upset with, getting rid of Lita.
And Risa, and him and Lita break up, and he finds out she likes Rom.
Yeah, and they're like, where's Bashir? He's fucking stuff.
He went down to the beach with two Jorgons or whatever, going down there.
He's like, I'm over
dual fisting.
Literally.
Yeah.
But no, either way, after Worf and Jadzia get the business done, all of a sudden now they got to go on this suicide mission together through a fucking forest.
Well, luckily, Kira was gracious enough to not call them on the comms until after they were done beating each other. Sexual climax.
Yeah.
And she's like calls them in, which I mean it makes somewhat sense because the Defiant's on a mission. I don't know why Cisco, because I don't think was Odo there, because I'm trying to think of who we see on the station. We know Cisco's gone.
Yeah.
Because Kira's in the office, so she's taking the role right now. Cisco's gone. Maybe I think he went to Earth. He might have went to Earth. I'm trying to remember what she said, like with Cisco being gone. He's on a mission with the Defiant. Yeah. Whatever.
I can't remember exactly.
We know pretty much everyone else is there. I mean, they could have fucking sent fucking Bashir and O'Brien, or send Bashir and Worf.
Yeah, it's one of these things, again, where I don't understand why our main people that run the fucking station are going out on these death missions.
Well, they're qualified.
They're qualified, but
they have more training.
I would have to think that there's a shit ton of people.
Don't send the husband and wife.
Yeah, you send the husband and wife out, and
that's going to be a problem.
Yeah,
obviously, 100%,
and it becomes a problem
immediately.
They're out. They're doing so they, Dax and Worf land on that planet. They're doing their reconnaissance. They're doing the mission. They fucking everything's going okay, and then the Jem'Hadar sneak up on them. They hide behind a fucking log, shoot at him. Dax gets fucking injured. She's bleeding out for the whole rest of the fucking
Dominion
episode.
Weapons are fucking cool.
Yeah, and they wreck shit. So Dax is bleeding out the whole rest of the episode. And they have to go get the intelligence from this one dude at a specific point in time.
Well, he's defecting. He decides to defect. He was a informant, like a whistleblower spy or whatever.
Yeah,
in the
and they have a small window of time to meet him.
Yeah, because I love that thing. He's like, I'm on the base. We're in the middle of the jungle. At this time, I'm just going to walk into the jungle.
Yeah.
And not come back.
Yeah.
And they have to land like 20 kilometers away.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get, that way they're not any security scans, any patrols, and the patrol's what finds them.
Yeah.
And you know why they find them? Because War's all fucking horny.
Yeah.
They start getting a little amorous, and War's like, I should have heard them coming. Yeah, you didn't hear them come because your wife's blowing you over here because you're not...
It's the worst possible thing. You guys are treating it like a vacation.
This is the most annoying episode of the season.
I agree.
I do not appreciate this episode, and it makes Worf look bad.
Yeah, Worf gets reprimanded at the end.
Yeah, he basically, I think even Cisco says that more likely this will
never get a command.
Yeah, not a legit, like he can be put in command, like he gets put in command to Defiant all the time, but he will never get. maybe his not never, own but ship. He will really never be in the running for a captain position.
Yeah.
With his own ship.
Fucked
that
up
promotion
everything.
Will not be there.
Yeah.
Which, I mean...
Also, why'd you send them?
You know that's Kira's fault.
Yeah.
That is 100% Kira's fault.
What the fuck?
It is Kira's fault.
Leaving it up to the prophets and shit. Fucking up everything.
She just says a coin, profits, heads or tails.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to send the husband and wife.
Exactly. I had the choice between husband and wife or two qualified non-married officers that could have done this a lot better.
Fucking. They should have sent Nog and Ram.
should Nog and Jake.
Dude, this would have been a hilarious episode. Jake just fucking dying. Nog's like
immediately. He don't even kill. He doesn't even get shot by Jimmy. He just gets beaten by a snake.
Yeah, he just trips. Fucking lands on a spiked rock, dying.
But all this stuff for Lacerin. That's his name. Lacerin is the Cardassian guy.
And then, so they get to a point where Worf has Jadzia. He's like dragging her along the whole time. And she's like trying to be funny, which kind of pissed me off too, because she's like, what's the verdict, Doc? You're fucking dying.
You're dying. You're bleeding to death.
But he replaces her bandage, and she leans up off that rock. The rock's covered in blood. It's fucking like bad. It's really bad. And then it gets to a point where she can't go any farther, and he's like, I'll be back in 30 hours. And I was like, 30 fucking hours? Like, she's
Did he really say 30?
It was
a big number. I don't think it was 30.
It was more than a day.
Yeah, you might be right.
It was more than a day. And she was like, okay. And she's like crying as he runs away because she's fucking gonna die. She's in
that much pain. Yeah, like nothing's helping. I think they even run out of like morphine or whatever to give her.
Yeah, they run out of everything. And Worf is like running. You can hear his heart thudding in the fucking episode, which is really cool.
That makes it really more intense.
It made me like, I was like, because, obviously I know Dax dies this season. Like, I know, but I don't know when. So I'm like, is this how it's going to be? And she's not in the whole rest of the season? Like, I was kind of like, wow, fuck. Then he runs back, saves her. That dude gets murdered. They're supposed to get it. He was out there like, Yeah,
and that's the funny thing too is like they get the intelligence that he came back in the Force. He was immediately like executed or whatever. It's like, why? He just took a walk.
Yeah,
he just took a walk. Leave the man alone.
They're like, no, that was a fucking weird walk, dude.
That was a very strange walk.
Yeah.
So like, what the fuck? Like, you can't go take a walk on your lunch break.
He gets back. He's like, well, hold on. Just fucking already just murdering him.
Yeah, silly.
But yeah, and then Worf gets reprimanded.
Yeah, a very weird steak episode. Like, the stakes are high, but they shouldn't be.
There was no reason for him to be that high.
Yeah. Like,
why wasn't Kira reprimanded a little bit? You know what I mean? You sent a husband and wife on a fucking suicide mission? Like, why?
And why? Like, why didn't this fucking dude like try and get for one? Okay, you're on a jungle planet.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple planets you don't want to be on if you're trying to escape from it. A jungle planet, a volcano planet, and a planet that's 99% water. Maybe just find a planet that's normal. You get a transfer over there, and then you just disappear in the city one day.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
What the fuck is this?
And this episode very much called back to the one of Picard when he was banging that one chick, and they had to go set up the shielding for that planet that was about to like blow up, and she almost died. And like I was like, we learned a lot from that episode.
Exactly.
Apparently not, though.
We just made it worse in this episode.
Yeah, and Worf was part of that episode. Just saying. So what the fuck? Well, yeah, no, it ends with Worf getting in trouble, and
dude, I even wrote down the mission failure is on either Kira or the Federation that sent a husband and wife on a fucking dangerous ass extraction mission during a war.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm telling you, it pissed me off. Sarah was playing her game, like her handheld game on the ROG while I was watching this, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And I was sitting over there. Why the fuck would they send these two? Like, I'm just pissed off yelling at the TV. I'm like, this makes no sense.
It would make more sense if it was like that happened in real life, but like if you're in the military, I've never been in the military, but if anybody listening that's weird. You're not putting a husband and wife or any sort of couple in the same unit. That doesn't work. That is a liability for any sort of mission.
Yeah,
that was silly. That was very as enlightened and awesome as the Federation is. They're not that stupid. Yeah. Starfleet,
dumb move.
Starfleet's not that stupid.
Yeah, even old Trek can have some episodes that piss me right the fuck off.
Right the fuck off.
But all right.
So fuck that episode.
Yeah, I still liked it, but fuck you. Still better than anything new.
Yeah.
But now we're on The Wrongs Darker Than Death or Night.
What a fucking title.
Yeah, that's actually, I didn't realize how long that title was.
That's a fucking like a Nietzsche title or some crazy, one of those authors that are pessimistic about everything.
No, for real.
Their titles.
This episode pissed me off too.
About?
This is the one where Ducat talks to Kira and lets her know that I was fucking straight porking your mother. How you like that?
I was fucking your mom.
Also, how old is Ducat? What's the Cardassian aging like?
Oh, I don't know. He's definitely old because
he was putting it to her mother when Kira was 2.
No, remember? So I think there's a bit of a time skip.
Kira was 2 years old.
She was 3.
Either way, she was 3. How old? She's
Ducat
like 35.
Ducat was he was probably 20. Let's say he was like 22.
Sure, I don't even know.
But they didn't want to find a younger Mark Alimos. They just used him.
And no wonder he's trying to fuck Kira. He's like, I already had your mother.
Yeah.
I need you now.
Yeah.
So weird. And also, that made Ducat so much weirder.
It did.
It made him like, oh, God, it actually grossed me out.
It would have made more sense if they were able to find somebody that was very similar to Mark Alimo, that, that way they could have made him actually be 20 years younger.
Yeah, would have made. Yeah, I thought that was weird more sense
aging wise and time wise, because it's the same actor, he's the same age, so it doesn't really line up time wise. Cardassians, they're probably as long lived as humans.
I just want to know how much what their aging is like.
Yeah, it's gotta be, because remember we saw O'Brien's lawyer was an old guy.
Yeah.
We see a handful of older Cardassians that
several
seems
times
to be like they age at the same rate as humans for the most part.
No, it was weird.
So maybe they should have just found another actor to play a young Ducat.
Yeah.
You could have definitely named him very quickly so the audience, that's a Ducat.
Oh, Ducat.
Young Ducat. You're good.
Yeah,
that establishes good. That whenever she gets taken, what was her name? Prim? The Prim?
So, I can't remember her mom's name. I'm sorry.
Kira Prim or something like that. Either way. She gets picked to go to the station as a pleasure girl.
They just take her from her family to go have sex with Ducat.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. They say, because, and you actually get to see that collaborator guy, how sleazy he is.
Fuck him.
Yeah, and they're like...
Were you spoken to? He's
yeah.
I don't know, dude, he's a dickhead.
Well, they just said, like, anyone that... They kind of, like, told them to come. They're like, you come... Your family been taken care of.
Yeah.
And later on in the episode, when Kira sees her mom looking at a message from her father, and he's like,
crying.
Everything's great. Like,
yeah,
you went up there, you saved us.
Yeah.
We got all that. We got food. We have shelter. We're good. And they're, children.
So sad.
Yeah. So she did all that for her family. Another kind of thing like with Bilby, where he's not doing something not the best thing to help their family.
Yeah.
Because they need it.
Yeah. It's just kind of like what you have to do kind of thing.
Yeah. And this also, so that Kira goes back in time using the Orb of Time.
Yeah.
Is this her actually going back in time, or is it just I think
it's her actually
manifestation
going back
in her head? Yeah, because the events actually happened. There was the bomb in Ducat's thing. That happens. I think they even talk about how they don't find the people that did it. They got the wrong people. They just execute them.
Yeah.
So is this her actually going back in time, altering events, or is this just?
I feel like it is. I feel like it's almost like that episode with Cisco where he goes back in time and he's the one that started the
Bell Riots.
The Bell Riots. Yeah. And I think it's one of those things where like it was always supposed to be him.
Yeah, it was always supposed to happen.
I think it was always supposed to be like that with Kira.
Yeah.
Because she got to know. She essentially got to know her mother that she never knew really beforehand. But no, it was a crazy one though too, because they get to They essentially tell him, we're taking you all for sex and stuff. And they bring him up to the ship. And it was so weird when they're in there, like, examining him. And then Ducat's like, what's this scar on her cheek? And that guy's like, forgive me, sir. I didn't notice her imperfections. like they don't have shit to just fix it.
Yeah, and Ducat just gets a dermal regenerator. Just done. You aren't gross anymore.
Yeah. Oh, we fixed y'all. We made you not ugly.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Those stretch marks next.
But then it got really weird too, because they have him in that room talking to all the Cardassians, and that one dude's over there just smooching the ever living shit out of Kira's mom in the corner, until Ducat comes in there and fucking, he's like, no, I'm having sex with that one.
That one's mine.
Yeah. Come on. And Kira has to sex up one of the other guys.
Like the big fat one?
Yeah.
Did she beat him up?
Yeah. Well, no, she essentially is like, oh yeah, we're fucking. And he's like, when? When? And she's like, soon. It's kind of, you ever seen Idiocracy?
Yeah.
It's like that guy that kept coming up and giving her money whenever he's talking about how she was going to have sex with him and she just keeps giving her money.
Yeah.
He's like, when? She's like, oh, it's going to be so good. Like, that's what it reminded me of. But yeah, anyways, Kira gets locked up for beating up one of them. I can't remember which one she beat up, but she was essentially not having it. And she went to the room. She asked to go see her mother, essentially. Gets in there, and her mom's like, oh, yeah, look, it's all cool up here. We're banging, you know?
Yeah, I'm eating hash brat souffle and drinking Tula berry wine and all this. Exactly. We're good.
And she fucking yells at her mom and tells, you enjoy it.
You're a collaborator.
You're a fucking bitch. I hate you, which I kind of hated her mom in that moment, too.
Yeah.
And then she gets locked up, and that guy that's in there has a bomb that's in one of those stupid little earrings they wear. Yeah. And he's like, you just gotta fucking put it in there. We'll kill Ducat. Which I'm almost like... I'm actually kind of mad she didn't just kill Ducat and just go through with it. You know what I mean?
Which if she did, though, then that's the thing I went back to with, is she actually back in time, or is this just some sort of manifestation in her head that she's seeing?
I'm not sure.
That's based on actual events, and then her interacting with them are just kind of artificial. You don't really kind of know from the orb of time, because it's not, I mean...
Yeah, it's never really explained.
Exactly. So yeah, maybe she could have like killed Ducat and saved her mom, and then got some sort of art of some not. I mean, if any sort of closure she would have got from it wouldn't have been accurate or correct. It wouldn't have been anything worthwhile. Because even in the end, like she once the experience, she plants the bomb.
Yeah,
but then thinks about it because I think she hears the message.
As soon as she plants the bomb, she literally plants it. She puts it in a plant.
Literally.
And then she turns around and sees her mom watching the message from her father, and she's visibly upset and crying because she's just kind of playing ball.
Yeah.
And then she goes, Ducat, Primer, whatever her name is. We got to get out of here. There's a bomb. And then gets him out of there. Yeah, Maru.
That's right, Maru.
And also the bomb blows up and fucks up those Cardassians standing guard at the door.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, for real. Fuck them. But then all of a sudden they go to arrest her and she's just gone.
Yeah. And I think, so Kira also noticed too, like, and I don't know if Kira noticed, but we noticed it, that when the bomb goes off, Ducat's like, Maru, like he's like genuinely worried about her.
He actually cares about her.
He for being a sociopath, he actually does care about her. There's some sort of amount of love there.
There is. He's just such a slimy fucking dude. It's like back in it might have been this season or the last season. I can't remember if it was our older episode or episode we did previously, but like when he's trying to sex up Kira and gives her that dress, and she's almost all into it, and then she returns it to him, and he goes, what's his daughter's name?
Zial,
I got this for you. Yeah. It's like, dude, you're a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, but Kira, at the end of the episode, she's visibly heartbroken. She's disappointed about what her mom actually ended up doing. How would you, it's definitely a weird thing. Like, how would you feel? Yeah, like, you had a better life, but your mom was essentially collaborating with the people that were making your life a miserable, living hell.
I don't know.
How would you feel about that?
I was kind of torn on it because I do see how Kira's dad died. They were getting shelled by Cardassians in that one episode.
Yeah, he takes a phaser blast to the chest.
Yeah, so like, how much better was it?
Yeah, that's when they were in the Resistance. They joined the Resistance.
Yeah, they joined the Resistance.
She didn't even see her dad die because she let revenge overtake her.
Yeah, that's one of those things. It's like, that's the good. Like I've said before, old Star Trek does really good at making gray episodes where like it just is. There's no good. There's no bad. It's just like, fuck, that's just the situation you were in. You did the best you could.
And it's almost up to you to decide how that character is going to feel at the end of it.
Yeah, they don't push it on you.
In most of the time, the next episode doesn't touch back on it.
No.
For the most part. Like, we're not going to see
how
Kira feels about this thing that happened to her in Inquisition.
Yeah.
We're not going to see that.
No.
So it's kind of left to you to decide if Kira is still going to feel the same way she feels about her mom initially before she found out Ducat was porking her and she was
I think she does just because she saved her. I think if she would have let her get blown up, if she hadn't seen...
I think it's bittersweet.
Yeah, if she hadn't seen that message, I think it would have been quite the opposite. She would have just still hated her mom forever. But I think seeing that message changed everything.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
And also, they do a lot of episodes like that because whenever Lal died, I'm still left with that. When Data couldn't save his fucking daughter. I'm still left with that 10 years later, just disgusted.
This is the first Kira episode we've had in a while, especially when because most of the Kira episodes before were very occupation motifs.
Yeah.
And we hadn't had that for a while, and we just throw one here randomly in season 6.
And it was great.
It was pretty good. It was a pretty good episode.
Honestly, one of my favorites of the season, I think, because
especially I was being Kira episodes. Kira episodes are kind of hit or miss sometimes.
I really like. It's so funny when we first started watching DS9. I didn't like Kira, and the more we watch it, I'm like, dude, she's probably one of my favorite characters.
Well, I mean, they made her just so standoffish and
which makes sense.
Rough.
Yeah, this okay. I will say this: in Next Gen, as much as I love Next Gen, I feel like as we watched it, the characters were all still kind of the same. In DS9, as we watch it and we go through, I really see development in all the characters.
Yeah,
I think Data had the most development. Data and Picard had the most development in all of Next Gen.
I was gonna say, and throw Wesley in there. Because we actually see Wesley, even though we hate him, we see him kind of grow up.
Yeah, I think I might just dislike for Wesley kind of like fogs my mind for it. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean,
he becomes Native American and goes off with the Space Indians.
Yeah, the space.
They're like, yeah, we did your ancestry test and you're Native American, Wesley.
Yeah, now you're going to do the Trail of Space Tears.
Yeah, you can do the Trail of Space Tears. You could do space stuff with the Native Americans with the Wanderer. What's that guy's name?
Traveler.
The Traveler.
Yeah.
Who has big fat hands.
Go 3 fingers. He's got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fingers.
Yeah, he looks like those guys that are born with like
looks
crabs.
like the penguin.
The penguin. What do you
mean? Fucking Tim Burton's penguin.
Oh yeah, for real. Speaking of which, you talk about Ninja Turtles. I don't know why this just popped in my head. In the movie, in the Ninja Turtles movie, I think it's the second or the first one. He goes, "Give me 3." Sorry, it's so stupid. But yeah.
Inquisition.
This episode.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, dude.
No one expects Section 31.
Yeah. By the way, fuck Section 31.
Section 31 is only cool in Deep Space Nine, and everywhere else it sucks.
Yeah, I've heard. I haven't seen it, but apparently Discovery has a lot of Section 31 in it.
Yeah, and then they made that bullshit Section 31 movie.
Oh yeah,
terrible.
Yeah, I've heard nothing good about it.
I've heard zero good things about it.
But then we got Inquisition, and this episode pissed me off very much. Just accusing Bashir of being a fucking collaborator, and he didn't know it.
Spy, a fucking CIA sleeper agent.
Dude, so stupid.
Yeah, and I wonder if this is like a take on a couple different things from actual American history, like the McCarthyism with like the whole like the Red Scare, the Red Trials, and then just sort of like internal affairs, government oversight, where you have these people that are like working for you. They're supposed to be all these patriotic people, and then you like. Soon as you smell something wrong, you're like, you're a spy, and like they just fucking totally weird. fuck them up, like weird shit like that. It kind of makes you mad, and the fact that you find out at the end that Sloan, Deputy Director Sloan of the Internal Affairs, he's not even in Starfleet.
Yeah, he's recognized by no one.
Exactly. Section 31 is not a branch of Starfleet that is recognized by the Federation government,
and they wear like lame black latex suits that piss me off.
Yeah, they're like goth butchers.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're Section 31. We fucking do goth techno under the bridge downtown. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, we watch The Matrix a lot, and then we form. Well, that makes me mad. Like if the Federation is, supposed to be this enlightened organization, then you not recognizing Section 31 is a red flag. Yeah, you recognize them, and then you condemn them.
Yeah,
as what should not be part of the Federation. It's apparently so. Section 31 is part of the Federation Charter.
Yeah, it's recognized, but also not recognized. Is like the way they said it. Because
it's like the Tal Shiar, and just like the Obsidian Order, and just like whatever the Klingons have.
Yeah, Odo even says it at the end.
Yeah, and that's a poor stance on the Federation's part because it kind of bites them because Section 31 shows up more in season 7.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, in a way, they actually pretty much help them win the war.
Oh.
But they do it through very nefarious ways that aren't really as
kind of lame.
Well, they're almost evil.
They seem very fucking evil to me. Already.
It's not like it's not good stuff. It's basically fucking war crimes essentially. Right. But the Federation should have acknowledged their existence and like openly condemned them, and actively sought to find and arrest these people and
do something different.
Exactly. Like, you're supposed to be this beacon of, like, integrity and all that stuff, and you've got this Black Ops
getting
fucking
planets joining you and shit.
Yeah, and somehow Section 31 has access to, like, Federation, like, they have their own ships, they have their own personnel, they have their own shipyards apparently. So like, find them and then arrest those motherfuckers
because they suck.
Yeah, that's they're opposite of what the Federation stands for.
We didn't like the Maquis. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But no, anyway, like just essentially Julian getting grilled.
Yeah,
because they say that he's fucking a spy. The funniest part of the episode though is he gets taken in that room. And he's like, the replicators are offline. And he's all, oh, well, you're not allowed to eat.
Yeah. So we don't want you to make using them in case you could, like, make a weapon or a communication device.
Yeah.
He's like, well, we'll take your order. What do you want? We'll bring it up to you.
And he asked for the lamest thing.
Like a scone and some grape jelly, mint jelly, and a fucking cup of tea or whatever.
I just want some red leaf tea and some buttered scones with jam.
Yeah.
And then they fucking bring him the tray of food. And he's like, I'm famished. Thank you. And he opens it up. No.
Gawk.
Yeah.
It's just the worst.
Hope you enjoy my scones, Worf. I'm not feeling this gawk.
But I mean, he's definitely eaten it before, so I guess he really wanted some scones.
When you're wanting some fucking, which is a biscuit, just saying. It is. But when you have a hunkering for biscuits and jam, you get worms.
Yeah. The cool thing too is that we find out that he's just been in the simulation the whole time.
Yeah.
From when he went to sleep after, because the opening is he's like getting packed to go to a medical conference.
Yeah.
He goes to sleep, and then he wakes up at 700 hours, and he's like exhausted.
Yeah.
That's when they transported him off the station.
Yeah.
At the right time for his medical conference, and he's been in a simulation the whole time.
Yeah.
Everything from that point on.
And the whole thing that threw it off is fucking O'Brien's coming through in his weird fucking kayak suit thing, and he's like, "Oh, my shoulder, I dislocated it," which he did in Next Gen, by the way, wearing almost the same weird suit with his weird body shape.
Yep.
And fucking what's it called? It gets to it to where Bashir is like pleading his innocence, and it's starting to be where like Cisco is like representing him during these hearings.
Yeah. And
they fucking tell Bashir like, well, you have no rights now. We're taking you from here to this base, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And as they put him in the brig, he fucking gets transported over to Wei Yun. And Wei Yun's like, you don't remember. You're always like this. Here's some scones. He gives him what he wanted.
Yeah.
And it's just really weird because then he gets transported back to the Defiant. And they're like, you're a fucking piece of shit, Julie. Like, they're all just like mad at him, saying that he did it. And then O'Brien, he asked him how his shoulder's doing or something like that. And O'Brien's like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
And that's what cracks the whole fucking thing.
Right, because that's the very beginning. When O'Brien comes in his kayak suit with the fucked up shoulder. Yeah. And then he goes to sleep, and that's when he gets transported. So Section 31 didn't do their homework on all their characters to know that, make sure to note that O'Brien had just had shoulder. I mean, everything with the surgery in there is so simple. He probably just operated on his shoulder with the little device. Yes. That was his surgery. Yeah. And that wasn't part of the program. That's how he catches them.
Yeah, and then Sloan comes out with the other Section 31 emos, the goths, I mean.
Yeah.
It's like...
And I love how they're basically just in the Voyager's holodeck.
Yeah.
That's the same set.
Yeah, it's the exact same one. Yeah, it was pretty, this episode was cool, but also lame. I think Section 31 is highly lame and not cool. I hate their outfits.
I just hate them. Like, they're...
Yeah, they suck.
They suck. They're just the opposite
and
of what
And if you're like this elite,
be.
Like, we're the fucking, no one knows us. We're fucking shadows. Black latex fucking suits.
Really?
So lame.
They could have just done like cooler versions of what we had, what they were.
It could have been all black Starfleet like DS9 uniforms, and they just have gray shirts.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That would have looked cooler.
And you're talking about the ones we currently have now, the good ones, like not the jumpsuit, but the stuff we see in the movies and stuff. Yeah,
those just like that, but a gray fucking shirt.
Yeah.
It would have been sick. It would have looked so cool.
With a maybe slightly different combat.
Yeah.
That's like a little sharper.
Yes, exactly. Like more, edges on it. But no, we'll give them all leather fucking Matrix suits. Have them do a Neo dodge real quick.
Yeah. Or, I mean...
Fucking pissed me off.
Actually, because, that's the thing, though. They could have kept the same jumpsuits they have with the gray, but then, like, their collars are black.
Yeah. No, exactly. Something trim. Like that would have been sick.
Yeah. God damn.
Fuck. That's why Section 31 pissed me off. As soon as I seen their outfits, he's like, we're all gay. We're Section 31. And
we're all into BDSM and fucking big covert ops.
And he's like, do you submit, monsieur?
Walking around with riding crops.
Yeah. All leather and just his balls are hanging out of the fucking suit.
Yeah,
kick him, monsieur.
They have 2 sidearms. They have a phaser and then a riding crop.
Yeah.
They always have handcuffs for some reason.
Yeah. Why don't you give him a kick, monsieur? You think I can't handle it? Yeah. You think I'm not ready for it? Yeah. Boy,
I do like the end, though, where when he gets actually back on the station, he's telling Cisco about it. Cisco's like...
That's fucking weird.
Because even things like, I contacted,
there's no Sloan.
There's no record of a Deputy Director Sloan or any kind of Sloan. There's no... The Section 31's not recognized, but next time they come, join them. We're going to take them down. Because even Cisco's like, these guys are fucked.
Fuck these guys.
Yeah, they should not be allowed to be doing any of this shit.
No, for real.
Cisco is our moral beacon here, and he's like, we're not letting that slide.
Also, just saying, Sloan has definitely been in charge of Star Trek before.
Yeah.
I just can't fucking place it. But I would have loved it if one of the guys in the black suits back there was Trent from... He's putting on perfume, still looking all feminine. Yeah. We're tough.
Great value Christian Slater.
All right, now on to one of the greatest episodes ever. You're not wrong.
Best episode of Deep Space Nine.
It's fucking amazing.
Probably one of the best episodes of all of old Trek.
I love it. It was great. You take the... I know this is the one you've been waiting for.
Okay. So this whole episode is told from... It's told from a past tense. This is Cisco doing a captain's log. And it's all about trying to, in the grand scheme of things, get the Romulans into the war. Because right now all they have is a non-aggression pact with the Dominion. They're not part of the war. They're neutral. But the the Romulans are kind of taking advantage of it, and they're doing stuff. They're crossing the neutral zone. I think they even take a planet. I think they take Benzar.
No, yeah, they take Beta Z. No, they take Beta Z.
No. Well, that happens. Well, okay.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Before
there is an invasion. The Dominion invade, and they do take Beta Z. They launched an assault on Beta Z. They take it. It was supposed to be initially going to be either Beta Z or Vulcan, but they felt Vulcan was going to be too much of a thing, too powerful, because that's a early Federation member planet. That's one of the big 3 or big 4.
Yeah.
Because the big 4 was Earth, Vulcan, Tellarite, and Tellar and Andoria. Those are the initial 4 races that formed the Federation. So they went with a non-important member race. Not I don't say non-important, but a less important member race. That's why they went with the Beta Z.
Yeah.
And that was like the straw that broke the camel's back for Cisco, was that, where he's like, I have to do something. Don't know what it's going to be, and I don't know how far I'm going to take it, but I have to do something to change the tide of the war. In this case, it's get the Romulans in.
Yeah. And it keeps putting out the casualty reports.
Yeah, one of the casualty reports, even, Dax mentions that someone that she knew, was MIA, possibly KIA. But the Romulans are getting daring. I mean, they take Benzar. The people that have the harmonicas for mouth breathers.
Yeah.
They that used to be their territory, I guess, before one of the Earth Romulan wars. So they're doing still shit like that, and they just that's not good, because obviously whoever wins the war, the Romulans are still going to be contenders for, another possible war. So that's the thing. He has to do that.
Benzar, also known as Blues Traveler.
Right.
Sorry.
So. Obviously, I didn't write a lot down. I really want to see how much I could take off the dome here. This was actually supposed to be a Jake episode.
What?
Jake was going to be the one telling it. It was going to be like his Watergate, reporting on Watergate.
Wow.
But then they were really worried about that the Jake and Cisco bond was going to be too strong for them to have Jake kind of betray his father.
Yeah, and break a story.
Cisco was still going to do what he did, and essentially he's going to...
Did Avery Brooks direct this one too?
I'm
not sure. I was just curious who directed this one.
I cannot remember. Check. I bet he did.
I'll look it up.
It might have been Frakes. It would not surprise me if one of them directed it. Either way, whoever directed it did a good job. But so Cisco gets with Garrick, and they're going to try and get a Romulan senator, Senator Vreenak, on the station to try and convince him that the Dominion is going... Why? The Dominion is going to invade Romulus. So he hires a fella. I don't remember what species he is, but they get him out of Klingon prison, and he has him come in on the station and use the holosuite to like make a forged holosuite or a holo program. It's supposed to be a recording of a secret meeting between Dukat and Weyun discussing the invasion of Romulus. And they bring Viernek on the station. He was on another planet. I don't remember what planet he was on.
I gotta tell you, it was Victor Lobel who directed this.
Victor Loeb?
Loeb, yeah. Which is kind of hilarious because he directed Who Mourns for Morn.
Oh, really?
Like, it's just like...
That's crazy. I could have sworn
this was Avery Brooks that did this one.
Yeah.
But he directed the episode 13.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Not to throw you off, but that just kind of blew my mind.
Maybe because I think this is one of Avery Brooks' favorite episodes.
It's a great episode.
But so they get Viernek on the station. One of the pivotal scenes too is a great scene is when they show him the holosuite program. He's like, we're going to take it back and we're going to look at it. We're going to make sure it's legit.
Yeah.
And Cisco's kind of like looking all nervous, like, that
half-fake
smile on his face.
Yeah.
You get to your thing.
Yeah.
And then later, he hears the chime of the door and Viernek walks in, he holds the thing up in his fist. He's like, it's a fake!
That made me laugh because I was like, how dramatic. It's a fake!
He's like whisper yelling, it's a fake! Great.
That guy was such a cunt too.
Yeah,
the dude.
Because they're having
sipping that
drinks.
ale, and he's like,
"Yeah, this is an approximation. It's a pretty good approximation. Roma should, entirely open your sinuses."
Yeah,
it's like, oh, whatever.
And then they talk a little bit more, and he goes, "It's really growing on me. I can get the aroma now."
Yeah. And of course, that whole conversation is like alluding to like the war in the Dominion, of course.
Yeah.
So Vrienek's pissed. He leaves. And then of course we get the interstitials of Cisco monologuing about what he's doing and kind of like how he is not
goes back to work.
He's like he just goes back to work like normal, but the whole time, every time he's like we get that interstitial of him doing the captain's log, he's like thinking about it and like he's still mulling on the fact of whether or not what he did was good or what he did was bad. And then it kind of culminates in he gets the report that a Romulan senator was assassinated. His shuttle blew up en route to wherever he was going, either New Romulus or wherever, and that it looks like it would have been done by
he would have had a data core from the Cardassians,
right? So and Cisco knows immediately Garrick's involved.
Yeah.
So he goes down there to his tailor shop and just fucking backhands
the shit out of him. Over the table. Garrick goes, ah!
Dude, it's not even like a backhand slap. It's a backhanded fist. Yes. Oh my! And you hear it. It sounds good too.
No, it was such a good hit, and the roll over the table. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. And the whole plan of this whole plan was Garrick's plan.
Yeah, Garrick just didn't tell him
exactly. So he was like, you killed him. You killed him. You planted you got him on the station to plant a bomb. I love the way he says bomb.
Yeah.
Bomb. Put that heavy B in there, a bomb on his ship, And he's like, of course I did. But think about it, Captain. The ship explodes. The Romulans recover it. What they find is a damaged but still readable isolinear rod with plans for the Dominion, planning an invasion of Romulus. Any imperfections that would have been thought to have been caused by the explosion.
Yeah.
He was like, but you killed him, and what about what's-his-face? Did you kill him too? And he was like, think of him as a casualty of, our war or whatever, and he fucking hits him again. Yeah. Because he's going to kill that guy too.
He already killed him. He's already dead.
He's basically already dead, pretty much, yeah.
Talar or something like that.
Yeah, in which you don't know until later. Like, you don't find out he's dead. Garrick heavily alludes to the fact that once he left the station, he got fucking got. 100%. And, I love how Cisco is so mad about this, but it worked because as soon as we hear that happens, the Romulans have entered the war.
Yeah, and they've already taken out 6 of the bases on the edge of it.
Multiple bases and installations across the neutral zone and the Cardassian border, all this stuff. And it's at the end, Cisco is just like, I don't know if what I did was right or what was wrong. I just know that at this time, the Romulans have entered the war. Things are changing.
Might make or break the whole thing.
Yes.
Also, it's funny, Cisco's drinking, and he pours more of a drink, and I'm laughing because he's sipping vodka straight.
I think it's just water.
He has
Was it a thing?
It's a fucking, like a liquor bottle.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like a Not like a decanter.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it was, but it looks like a liquor bottle, and it made me laugh because I'm like, is he just drinking glasses of vodka or gin?
Yeah.
But also on this episode too, that he's got Henny.
Yeah,
that'd be fucking gut. You've seen that video? Gut. But what I love though is that one dude Talar, whatever his name is, he stabs Quark.
Yeah,
he tries to dance with the Dabo girl after drinking 5 bottles of liquor. Quark tries to kick him out, and he stabs Quark. And then Sisko has to bribe Quark by giving him 5 bars of latinum and letting all of his shipments come through and getting new clothes for him and the Dabo girl. Yeah. Quark's like, I like you, Sisko. He's like...
Even Odo's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Odo's kind of pissed, and he's like, I can't tell you. He's part of an operation. I can't tell you. And Odo's like... I'll put something in my log about this.
Yeah, well, he says if Quark wants to press charges, he has to put it in his log.
Yeah.
And so he has to bribe Quark. And then also, in order to get that fucking data cylinder or whatever.
Data rod.
They have to give that gel. They have to give 200 liters of that gel to that guy. The, what's it called?
Yeah, lithium.
Yeah, they have to give 200 liters of that, which Sisko even tells him there's not 200 liters in this sector. You know what I mean? And so he has to ask Bashir to get 85 liters of it. And Bashir...
You will package 85 liters of biomimetic gel.
Yeah.
Ready for transport at this time. And
Bashir's pissed off.
Yeah. He even says, I'll note this in my log.
Yeah, he says, I'll note this as official protest. Yeah. And Bashir's fucking angry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy episode.
Lethians love biomimetic gel.
Always.
It's like hair gel to them.
Mm-hmm.
And little stuff like that I kind of glaze over because the whole thing for me is every time I love the way it's directed. Every time we get a bit of a break in what we're seeing, and we're cutting back to Sisko and he's telling it to the camera, which obviously the camera's probably not there. It's him.
He's talking to the log.
Exactly, and it just happens to be we're the personification of the log. And he's looking at us.
Yeah.
But that is such a great storytelling technique for this episode. It's
amazing.
If it had not been told that way, if it had been told maybe like Sisko, if it had been told linearly like most episodes are, or if it had just been here's an intro from Sisko from the past, and then everything happens, and then it's him recapping at the present.
Yeah,
it would have been good. Having the little breaks where Sisko's recapping is such a good storytelling technique.
It was so sick, and then also bringing Garak in on it was really cool too. It was just I don't know. I understand why everybody thinks this is like one of the most top tier episodes of Star Trek, and I agree.
And the way it ends too. It's almost a nod to us as being as the audience that we're the only ones that know this happened.
Yeah.
Because at the end he goes, delete
log.
Delete log. And it's just like, yes.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
We're in on it. We're
and then
in on the joke.
He sits on the couch very funny at the end. He crosses his leg and leans made me
has
laugh.
The one arm on the back of it.
He crosses his leg and looks
computer, delete log. Delete entire log. Whatever it says.
Computer, play key sweat.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there was more. If I had watched this episode yesterday, I probably would have had a much more a plethora of just shit.
I feel it. I watched it right before I got here,
dude. It's such an incredible episode. I mean, this one episode trumps everything that's come out of Kurtzman Trek the past 4 years.
Yeah,
everything.
Fucking.
They should watch this episode. And
I think Little Green Men trumps anything he's made.
Yeah. Jesus,
fucker.
I don't think we even saw Jake in this.
I don't believe so either.
Apparently, they actually had a lot more of. This episode could have been even a lot longer.
It could have been a 2-parter for sure.
Yeah,
no questions asked.
There was a lot of stuff that either got cut or didn't even get filmed.
Yeah.
Some stuff between Garak and Sisko, some of their conversations, which would have been really good, because you would have kind of because Sisko and Garak haven't really spoken a lot to each other.
No.
It's mostly him and Bashir, but I don't know. They work together on this, and obviously they're going to be at odds because they're very different people.
Yeah.
But they definitely worked well together as characters, character chemistry. It felt like to me.
I agree. I love how slimy Garak is. Oh, also he says one other thing. He's like, all the contacts I talked to have been killed the day after I've spoken to him.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
And if you say slimy, Garak is a slimy guy, but
in a good way.
In a good way. Dukat's a slimy, evil sociopath guy.
Yeah, he's just a fucker.
Garak is a slimy guy that he'll do things and he really won't bear too much on the consequences of them as long as what he's aiming to do gets done.
Yeah.
Like, he sacrificed 2 people to, turn the tide of a war.
Yeah.
Is that acceptable, or is it not acceptable? Obviously, he thinks so, but
2
Cisco
shitty
doesn't
people.
think so either. Yeah. I know. Yeah, kind of that Vreenak guy was apparently a big proponent of like the Dominion, like alliance, not alliance, or like neutral, non-aggression pact, or so he could have been someone that, had they not done that, he could have been someone that led Romulans to either join the Dominion, or after the war ended, the Romulans invade the Alpha Quadrant, of the Federation space. So it's kind of good that he got in a way.
No, it was, because I think it would have been war between Federation and Romulus after that.
Yeah. But dude, I mean, yeah, if you can't tell that's one of my favorite episodes, that it's probably one of the best episodes in all of Star Trek.
It's great. Incredible
episode. Realistically, I mean, we could probably watch that and like do an entire episode on just that one episode, given the time.
I agree.
But that's great. Let's get on to His Way, because I like this episode too.
Yeah,
this was a really good episode.
This one was really good, but also kind of lame.
It's lame if you don't like big band music, big band like crooner music.
It's not a fan of James Darren. I'm fine with the music. It was just Odo pretending to play piano. Like, I guess I'm just not really sold on the Kira Odo relationship.
No, apparently, people really aren't.
It's kind of lame. It's weird.
They didn't even like it. Kira, Renee, and Nana, they didn't really like the. It would have made more
sense, even though they're a couple in real life. But Bashir and Kira, I think, would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not a big fan of it. It's cool. I'm happy for Odo finally getting his sniz that he was trying to get for at least 4 seasons now.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to pay off those storylines where there's is some sort of sexual tension between the 2 characters. So you have to have that payoff somehow. Yeah. You can't just do that for 4 seasons and it just does nothing. And you have to give Odo something. All the characters by the end of the show have to have something that they have to leave behind.
Yeah.
Because just like we kind of have that in TNG, and even the final episode is what we leave behind of Deep Space Nine, and everyone has to leave something behind. So in this case, it's Odo and Kira. It's going to be each other.
You can't do that unless it's X-Files, Mulder and Scully for fucking 8 seasons.
Yeah, exactly. But this is a cool episode because now we get a new. It's nice. We always get a newish set piece every season.
Yeah,
that gets used a lot. And this time it's
Holo Suite.
Yeah, in this case it's gonna be the Holo Suite.
Vic, the smart hologram.
Yeah, we get Vic Fontaine's his casino room.
Yeah,
the casino in Vegas. And I like Vic Fontaine. I like him. He's cool. I like James Darren.
He's funny.
Apparently they were supposed to. They wanted to get a couple different folks. Did I write down who they wanted? I feel like I did. They wanted either Robert Goulet, Tom Jones, or Jerry Valley, which
would have been great.
Realistically, when I hear Robert Goulet, all I think of is Will Ferrell as Robert Goulet on SNL.
Yeah,
him just on the turntable, he starts throwing up.
Yeah,
I think of that, or he falls off the roof and breaks his arm or whatever.
Yeah,
I think of that. But Tom Jones,
that's what I was saying. Tom Jones would have been fucking killer.
That'd have been so good. Apparently, Ira Stephen Bear was with a friend of his. They were out looking at an estate sale or something. They just happened to run into James Darren. His friend knew James Darren. They were talking about it, and that's how they got him to come on the show. They're like, yeah, come, So that's kind of neat. They just, we're running to you at a estate sale. You want to be on the show?
He's singing.
Thought that was so cool.
But Vic pretty much gets Odo to finally come clean to Kira about everything.
Well, he gets him to have confidence and man up.
Yeah,
because I mean, earlier when we had Worf and Jadzia's wedding at the bachelor party, they were talking for 10 hours.
Yeah, what happened there?
Exactly. And when you see in this that there's still tension, they pass each other on the promenade.
Yeah.
Kira's talking with Dax, and she kind of doesn't say anything. It's just that kind of weird tension. They won't really look at each other, unless they absolutely have to for work. She even mentions Kira mentions that she's going to Bajor for some shore leave. Yeah. Dax is like, say hi to Shakar for me.
Yeah. And Odo thinks that she's going.
And he's kind of visibly irritated by it. Which realistically, we find out that Kira and Shakar haven't been seeing each other romantically for over a year.
Yeah.
They're just back to being friends and, I guess, government colleagues.
Yeah, exactly.
But we don't know that.
No.
Odo doesn't know that either. That's why he's pissed. Quark has to tell Odo that.
Yeah.
But Odo goes to Vic for advice, and Vic just helps him with his confidence. He's like, "You need some charisma, man. Like you're just a stiff. Like you're all piano. Serious. Come here, sit at the piano. Like just act like you're playing it. You don't gotta, you don't. It doesn't matter that you know how to do it. Just act like it's a fake it till you make it kind of thing."
Yeah. I love it. He's like, "You need some new threads," and Odo just like this, and he just has a new suit on. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And then at the end, when they're done playing his set, he goes to the hotel room with the two chicks.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, Odo, get you some hollow sniz."
Yeah.
He's hollow puss. She's like, "Oh, look at his fingers. Oh, look how long they are."
Yeah.
I was like, what else? Like,
long. And he also did the replica of the hologram of Kira.
He does that
she
later.
Was nothing like her, so Odo just couldn't do it, which is also very weird.
Yeah, Vic makes that hollow program of Kira, and she's like, she's all sultry and sexy, and and like
she sings.
Yeah, she sings Fever.
Yeah,
great. And Nana apparently Nana. I was gonna say Nana. She sung that song because that was her mom was friends with some really famous like singer back in the day,
like a cabaret singer or something.
Yeah, and like that's something that she would sing like when they were at her house on the piano, like when she was a kid. So she like chose that song for her. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
It's just little shit like that they could
she
put
did
in
good
there.
Too.
Yeah, and of course, when they get back up to Vic's penthouse suite. And like Odo is just so uncomfortable the whole time because that's not who Kira is. He wants to be able to, talk to and woo, the actual Kira, not this vixen.
Just looks like
fox.
Her. Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
and then Vic. I like how Vic can talk to people without being like a hologram. You know what I mean? Like he can just go through the comms and talk to people.
Yeah, like he infiltrates Kira's holosuite program.
Yeah. She's in there like praying, and he's like, "Listen, you got to come to the date tonight. I'm not taking no for an answer."
Yeah. And she's like, "Why don't Odo just come ask me?" He's like, "He's a pussy.
Yeah,
he can't do it.
He's a big.
He'd never do it." Yeah. Well, and
then he tells Odo that he perfected the Kira.
He lies to him. Yeah. And of course, they blow up at each other because Odo thinks she's a hologram, and she thinks she's on a real date, and they all get mad at Vic, and Vic's like, don't delete me.
Yeah.
That's my fault. But look at you guys. Like, look how much fun you guys had tonight, essentially.
Yeah, I like how he's like, I can take a hint. Computer in program. He does it.
But so the date does go well, but at the end it obviously blows up, and it's kind of Vic's fault.
Yeah.
So later, like the next day, they confront each other on the promenade, and they just like,
"Why don't you kiss me now?"
Yeah, and like the argument escalates. Yeah, and they go, "Why don't you kiss me now?" "Well, why don't you do it?" "Okay, I will." And they just kiss, and everybody. Yeah, it would be funny if everybody just started clapping.
Yeah, just fucking.
Yeah.
I like how everyone on the promenade's like, "You,"
but finally.
Yeah. Okay. Thank God. Odo, turn that arm into a gigantic penis. Stat. You know you can do it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, finally we get the payoff, and they're gonna have a relationship. That's just how it's gonna be.
We're good.
We finally got the payoff. We're done. Glad we introduced Vic Fontaine.
A good one-off.
Oh man, don't do that because I'll be on it too.
I'm sorry, bro.
I cut grass before this, so I was already out in the heat and was already like just sweating to death.
I was overweight before this, so I was sweating the whole time.
Oh man, yeah, and like I said before, Anna and Renee, they did not like the whole Kira Odo romance.
I don't like it either, but I'm happy it paid off. Like you said, I think it's a weird couple.
The apparently like the kiss with the first time they did the kiss, it was really awkward because like he has all the makeup on.
Yeah,
and like they did the kiss, they like pulled away, and like her face is just all makeup from all his makeup. It was just really awkward the whole time.
That's pretty good. And I'm sure Bashir's over there like, great.
Thanks, Renee. Fucking bastard. But I do like the payoff. I like the Vic Fontaine. When I remember first watching this, and that's the thing with Trek. Every season or two, we kind of lose a set piece and we introduce a new set piece.
Yeah.
Whether it's 10 Forward or more like the holodeck or someone's, something. In this case, for a while, it was a lot of like Klingon bridges.
Yeah.
Saw Klingons a lot. Now, we can't just have the promenade and like ops and like quarters. Have to have something new, so we have Vic.
Got a fucking ballroom.
Yeah. Actually, that's kind of crazy. I mean, the Deep Space Nine set pieces were really big. I mean, think how big the Promenade is.
The Promenade's insane.
Promenade's big. Ops is spacious. Quarks is spacious. The only tight spaces on,
maybe the quarters.
Just quarters. And other smaller
Cisco
set
has
pieces.
A really dope quarters. Yeah. I like Cisco's room.
Yeah, Cisco's got a good room.
It's really cool.
But yeah, it's nice having, that 1960s, late 60s, like, Vegas casino.
Yeah, it was
feel.
dope.
And that plays into that later. We get more of a full set piece with that, and they actually do a Ocean's 11 style heist.
Oh, for real? I'm
it's
excited.
Season 7, dude. It's great.
I do like when Vic sings "Losers" for Quark and
You for Rom?
No, he sings "Losers" for Quark and Bashir because Jadzia wants to get pregnant.
Oh,
and they're all upset because they're gonna stay married forever.
Yeah,
and then she dies.
I'm pretty sure this episode ends with. There's one episode that ends, and it's "Come Fly with Me," and
I think it's
singing it.
I think it's this one because he asked Odo to leave the program running a little bit.
Yeah.
So
you leave the program running, kiddo. I feel like singing.
Yeah,
and he sings "Come Fly with Me," and I thought that was really cool. Mostly because that's like a big song in Evangelion.
Oh,
and I was like, man, what if we just cut it and it's like the Evangelion intro and it's just Big Fontaine singing it from Deep Space Nine?
That would be fucking legendary. Awesome. Oh, by the way, they're putting Evangelion on Criterion.
Really?
Yeah, they actually got like good anime on there.
Yeah.
Like a couple.
Sweet. We're supposed to have a new Evangelion show coming out. It's being directed by the chick who did the Nier Automata system.
What?
Nier Automata.
Nier Automata, the game?
Yeah.
Bro,
she's supposed to be involved with it.
That's sick. It. No joke. That's one of my favorite games ever. That shit blew my mind. I beat that while I was sick as a dog from work one week. It just played it the whole time. There's 26 endings.
Holy shit. So yeah, I can't do games like that.
Well, the game's pretty short, so you can get them pretty quick.
Oh, okay.
One of the endings is literally you eat bad fish and die, and the credits roll. It's hilarious.
Oh, hell yeah.
But
it's like the first thing you do. It's like
It was quite literally one of the first. I died, and I was like, huh. Okay. But episode 21,
The Reckoning.
I like this one.
Now that's funny. Like
the ruins of Valhalla.
Yeah, we get more Paul Ray stuff.
Yeah.
Which
this episode's kind of crazy. It's
a little crazy. They do a little too much.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think because it ties back into when Cisco had those visions.
He's having them again.
Yeah, he starts having them again when they call. They ask Cisco and to come down to the ruins to look at something. So it's him and Kira and Jake go down there. I think it was them three, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Cisco, Kira, and Jake go to Bajor, see Valhalla.
They bring back that tablet.
Yeah, and obviously enough. Well, this starts off. The teaser is there's a meeting in the wardroom about the state of the war, and then there's a threat of Vulcan being invaded.
Yeah.
And this is when the Romulans. Oh, this is when the Romulans retake Benzar. This is the episode, not in Pale Moonlight. I think I got that a little confused. I think I added that into there when they did the invasion of Beta Z, when the Dominion did that. But so the Romulans are still doing some shit. But then that's when he gets the message to come down there. They find that little tablet or that little pedestal is like welcome emissary.
Yeah,
like all this crazy shit alluding to Cisco. It's kind of neat how it's kind of like foretold. And how it's actually happening. These prophecies are happening because before we get the prophecies type stuff, and they're like, oh, well, it could just be interpreted this way or that way. You can interpret a Bajoran prophecy 17 different ways, and one of them will come true.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's a fucking ancient Bajoran text that says "Welcome emissary."
Yeah.
After the emissary finds the ruins.
It's fucking crazy.
They found this tablet.
The prophets talk to Cisco, and they're not very forthcoming with anything.
As per usual.
Yeah, but like usually he can figure it out. This one, he's like, "What do you want from me?"
Exactly. Yeah. And they take that tablet back to the station to study it.
Yeah.
And they do that, and all this shit starts happening on Bajor. Yeah, all these natural disasters,
flooded and tornadoes, and fucking their wheat harvest is fucked
There's
up.
Locusts everywhere. It's raining frogs and shit.
And of course, here comes Kai Wynn. You can't be having this tablet.
Oddly enough, though, this might be the only time her and Shakar have agreed because she comes with a note from Shakar saying, "Hey, can you bring the tablet back?
Yeah.
We're kind of getting fucked down here, and it's weird that it coincided with you coming and taking the tablet away from the ruins, so maybe 2 and 2 equals 4 on this, and you bring it the fuck back.
Yeah.
And Kai Wynn's like, yeah, well, we agree.
Yeah.
Which is really weird.
Yeah.
They never agree on anything, and so Cisco's like, okay, fine, I get it. It'll be on the first transport out tomorrow.
And then he fucking snaps and breaks it.
Yeah, he wakes in the middle of the night. He's still going crazy. And you see the two energies things come out. Yeah, which I think even Cisco Dax was able to translate most of the writing.
Yeah,
it was talking about how the reckoning, the gate at the temple, the gate at the front of the temple will burn. And, the whole thing we're alluding to is that the Deep Space Nine is the gate in front of the temple, the wormhole, and everything kind of alludes to our cast and setting. The reckoning is coming, all this crazy shit. Wynn is just like, you fucking did this to spite me, you piece of shit.
Bag of shit.
All he had to say was like, I just lied.
Yeah.
I just walked in and it had fallen off the pedestal. Maybe
I broke that shit.
Yeah,
fuck you. But also fuck her.
Yeah, for sure.
But then since he broke it, those souls leave it, and they keep having those like malfunctions throughout the ship.
Tremors and
So the good soul invades Kira because she was a willing vessel.
An actual prophet.
Yeah, an actual prophet invades Kira, and then the fucking Pa Wraith invades Jake. And they're evacuating everybody from the ship. And Dax is pissed at Cisco because he's like, we can put up the gamma radiation or whatever in this and get the aliens out of their body.
The Chrotons.
Yeah, the Chrotons.
They're weak to chronoton particles because I guess because chronotons involve time.
Yeah.
And I guess with the prophets being like non-corporeal beings that exist like during all points of time, somehow that can negatively affect them.
Yeah, so they're trying to.
They can flood the promenade with chronoton particles enough to not kill our entities, but enough to get them to leave the station.
Yeah.
But Cisco's very much on his emissary, kick, and it was like, no, like this has to happen. Like this is a battle between legitimate good and evil.
Yeah.
From a spirit, and like that's what I like about this because it's a spiritual battle that's going on during a
Dominion war,
an actual battle between like our corporeal mortal beings when we have good and evil.
Yeah.
Which whether or not the Dominion thinks we're evil, we think they're evil.
Yeah.
It's more of a subjective thing, but it is a case of good and evil from a mortal standpoint versus the spiritual standpoint, which is neat. So, but Cisco's very much like, this has to happen. Like the final battle has to happen. We can get rid of evil entirely.
Yeah.
But if they did that, then we wouldn't have season 7.
Yeah. Then I got pissed too because they're in the middle of that battle. Kira's winning. Like the Prophet's winning. Her fucking Kamehameha wave is overtaking the other ones.
Yeah.
And fucking Kai Wynn doesn't go to the shuttle. She goes and floods that area with the Croton waves. And Kira, the Prophet, goes, nah!
Yeah.
And then they all just go back to normal. But then Kira has that crazy conversation with her at the end where she's like, you did this because you didn't like the fact that they agreed with the emissary and they're not going straight because she's never talked to the Prophet.
Exactly.
Here's Cisco. He's had fucking 12. He pretty much has coffee with him every week. You know what I mean?
They have weekly meetings.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
They have luncheons.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and she's like, you were just jealous because for one, Cisco is just so much more connected to the Prophets, and kind of, if I remember correctly, that she's mad because out of everyone on the station for the Prophet to choose, they chose me and not you, and not the spiritual leader.
Yeah.
Like I've had more, orb experiences and Prophet experiences than you have.
Exactly. Fuck you, Kai Wynn.
Yeah, exactly. So everything she did was selfish and almost out of spite.
Almost everything she's done this entire series is out of selfish.
Yeah, exactly.
She's killed people. She's had people killed. Fuck Kai Wynn. But yeah, that's how it ends. And she got pissed because Cisco had so much faith in the Prophets that he didn't think it was going to kill his only son.
Yeah.
He's willing to sacrifice his only son for the battle of good and evil.
I think that ties into the biblical story of was it Abraham? God told him to kill his son.
Yeah.
And like, I wonder if that has any sort of like biblical allusions to that.
I wonder, yeah. Actually, that seems pretty similar.
In the end, like I was like, no, don't do it. Like, I wonder if that had.
Just kidding.
Yeah. JK, bro.
But now you want to get episode 22? The Valiant.
I love this episode.
I love this.
They all die.
What I was going to say.
I hate these people.
Yeah, they're piles of shit. But I think Red Squad would have been a way better show than Starfleet Academy.
Yeah. Even though these characters are like kind of shit.
Yeah, it would have been way cooler to see Red Squad, and it's a
that would be actual 90210, but good.
Yeah, it would be sick if we had a whole show about these elite fucking cadets from Starfleet Academy that are given command of a ship.
Yeah.
That would have been way cooler than a fucking Starfleet Academy in every way.
You could have had it where they're actually like really good at their jobs.
Yeah. No.
They're already experienced, but they still, because they're still like, 19, 20-year-old kids.
Yeah.
They still have some like teen angst they got to work through and relationships and, they're all ensigns essentially. So they're like lower decks kind of thing.
Exactly.
And navigating,
would be a way cooler series.
Would be so much greater. But in this case, this is better because they all die because they're all idiots.
Yeah, they're all stupid.
Because they're all too full of themselves and too cocky.
Yeah.
That it got all of them killed except for luckily Jake and Nog and that one blonde chick.
Yeah, the one chick that started crying and they got mad about it.
Yeah.
But no, Jake and Nog are going to take a runabout to go to Ferengar to give a message to the Grand Nagus. And Jake wants to read it. Nog won't let him.
Yeah. Jake's there to report on it, quote unquote.
And fucking just being slimy.
Yeah.
But then they get attacked by a Jim Hadar ship and get transported onto the Valiant.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, which was kind of a shock to me because you see this young ass captain. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then Nog's like, it's Red Squad.
Yeah.
This rock hard guys. He's like, oh my God.
Yeah. Captain Tim Waters.
Yeah.
I had his poster in my room and there was a lot of cum all over it.
Yeah. Don't mind the sticky spots on the poster, Jake.
What pissed me off is that how stupid these guys are. So Red Squad being the elite, the top, the best, they were given I guess like a graduation assignment that's a little bit more in depth than what most people would do. They were given a fucking Borg slaying escort ship, a Defiant class ship.
Yeah.
And all they were going to do was circumnavigate. It was like an 8-month trip or 3-month trip to just go around the entire border of the Federation, which the Federation is pretty big. So doing that border would take, a couple months.
And then they found out about the new Jim Hadar ship.
Well, they
wanted to track.
Not yet. They were going along. I want to say that either the Romulan neutral zone or the Cardassian border during their trek, and they got attacked.
Killed all of the actual high-ranking command.
Pretty much. I guess they only had like 3 actual officers: the actual captain, and then maybe like a second officer, maybe an engineer, possibly.
Yeah.
They all got killed.
Yeah.
So Waters gets the battlefield promotion, and he gets put in command of the ship, and they do their thing. Starfleet contacts them because they know that they're on this trip.
Yeah.
And they still think that Ramirez was still the captain. They don't know he's dead yet.
Yeah.
Waters did not mention that all the actual officers are dead.
Yeah.
When we got attacked, and they were given the mission to go do some reconnaissance on a new Dominion ship that was seen in this sector, that they're close by or whatever. Go get some reconnaissance, radio silent, and then report back.
Yeah.
And come back. So strike number 1 for these retards. They did not report that all the senior officers had been killed.
Didn't say shit.
Nope, they should have. That's strike 1. So they go. They luckily pick up Jake. They spend like 8 months total.
Yeah.
So 5 extra months just like looking for the ship and running their own like fucking hit and run missions on random Jim Hadar ships.
Yeah.
So that's also, in my opinion, strike 2. They were probably doing extra shit they shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
Strike 3 comes later when they find the ship finally, and they're doing all the reconnaissance on it, and they're like, "Oh, well,
they're good to go."
Well, yeah, they got all the data they needed, and then what's her face, that one other chick that was cunty,
Karen. Her name was actually Karen.
Yeah, she says, "Oh well, the metal used for their deuterium storage tanks is this kind of metal, and it's susceptible to delta waves. And if a delta wave hits it, it just becomes brittle and it'll collapse, and we can like blow their ship up with a special quantum torpedo that's got delta wave emissions on it or whatever." And instead of the captain saying, "No, that's not our mission is to get data and respond back," he says, we're going to attack the ship.
Yeah.
And this is a Founders class ship. This is a ship that is like twice as big as a Galaxy class. This is a big ass fucking ship.
The ship is gigantic, especially massive. Once they get on it. And Nog talks about how they can make the torpedo, but they'll have to point blank. Yeah, they'll have to do it themselves. And he says they have to be within 300 meters.
Yeah.
Which is fucking insane.
Which, I mean, luckily they're in the ship they're in because it's very maneuverable and very fast.
Yeah.
So they do it, but still, like...
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. And they get fucking... They get
blasted.
Like, I mean, it... And that's just the grand... There's more to this, is there's... That's just the overview of what happens in the episode. That's just... Obviously, the strike theory is they don't follow orders, they attack, they all get fucking... They pretty much all get killed.
Yeah.
But the little interpersonal stuff that happens during this episode with Jake and Nog is that Nog is the officer.
Yeah, Jake gets promoted, and Nog's excited.
Yeah, Nog's excited. He's very much blinded by his promotion and by
He's in Red Squad.
Exactly.
He gets the pin and everything.
He buys into it. He buys into the hype, into like essentially the propaganda.
Yeah. And Waters is on pills the entire episode.
Yes, he's addicted to fucking pills.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck they are, but he's fucking on them.
Yeah.
Probably some sort of anti-anxiety. It's probably fucking.
Yeah.
It's probably Xanax. They're just Xans.
Yeah, and Jake tells Nog about it. Waters is spying on him, has Jake thrown in the brig.
Yeah. And Jake is like the civilian. Jake is kind of like that. He's like that First Amendment auditor kind of guy where he's like, dude, mind your own fucking business. For one, you're not part of what we're doing, so keep out of it.
Yeah.
You have zero clue of what you're talking about but at the same time, he is kind of right. Like, there's give and takes here. Like, obviously, if your captain's on pills, that's an issue. You should be speaking up regardless of the consequences. Like, that's going to lead people to get killed.
Yeah.
And it did. But Jake was like trying to talk to these people and like, what you're doing is you're still a fucking kid. You should be having fun, but you should be doing this. Like, yeah, but they made the decision to do this and you made the decision to do your thing. So respect their decision and don't try and tell them what they're doing is fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Jake, you fucking piece of garbage sometimes. That's what irks me. So you got Nog being blinded by, the hype.
Yeah.
And you got Jake who was just like, I'm right, you're wrong. Everything you're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit. Which at the end of the day, they kind of meet in the middle where they escape on the escape pods, and it's crazy. It's like 4 or 5 escape pods.
They're the only ones that make it.
They're the only ones.
Yeah.
And then 2 and that one blonde chick.
Yeah.
And like she was even still kind of like Stockholm syndrome about Waters.
Like, Waters was a good man, and a great captain.
Yeah, he's like, he might have been a good man, but he was a terrible captain. Yeah, he got everyone killed,
and then gave her back her fucking Red Squad thing.
And Jake's like, "What do you want me to? What should I say about it?" And he was like,
"Put both of them in there."
Both perspectives.
Let the people decide.
Exactly.
And it was a really cool episode.
That's what Jake should be doing. He should be a non-biased observer that puts everything in there, and it's up to the reader to decide.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly. So they kind of meet in the middle. They kind of wake up and realize that both of them they're each have their own good points. They each have their own bad points. And they found the middle of each of those.
Yeah.
At the end of it.
And also Waters. I know I've seen him in something else. I gotta figure out what else he's been in.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same guy that was in the initial episode a few seasons ago that did the raid on that fucking orbital platform thing that did the power for Earth. That's the same guy.
Oh, for real?
That's the same guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
Pretty sure.
But yeah, him, Karen, and the blonde girl all looked alike. Like not alike, but I've seen them in something.
Yeah.
And she grew up on the moon. That was hilarious. She's talking about her moon.
Yeah.
And they call in Jake. You can't be having these people being pussies and crying. So I can't believe you piece of shit.
Oh, excuse me. I did enjoy them. I did enjoy all those children dying.
Same actually. Red Squad.
That shit. Red Rocket.
Dude, I love how Nog goes into it like not really. He's like, Red Squad.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's the thing. Nog should have known better because he's kind of already.
He's done shit.
He's done a lot more than these guys, in my opinion. Yeah. I'd say he's done more. But what's this dog barking at?
You need to go check.
No, she'll be fine. She's probably barking at nothing.
Okay. On to Profit and Lace.
Profit and Lace.
Hilarious.
You're going to have to take these last couple because I thought I finished my notes. I don't have notes for 23, 24, 25, or 26.
Okay, I got you.
I'll pull them up though on my phone and just have them there for a reference. But I mean, you could probably describe them and I know what they are.
No, it's fine. This episode, Profit and Lace, the Grand Nagus is so essentially the Grand Nagus is taken out of command of the Grand Nagus. So now Zek is not the Grand Nagus and Brunt has become the Grand Nagus.
Acting
Grand Nagus. But it's because everyone got pissed because Zek allowed females to wear clothes, and their whole reasoning behind it is hilarious. Females, if they have clothes, they have pockets, and they will want to put latinum in their pockets. So more money for all of Ferengar, because the females make up 53% of the fucking population. But so it's a Ferengi episode. It's Ishka, Zek, Quark, Rom, Nog, and Lita.
Yeah,
all trying to figure out a way to get the Zek as back in as the Grand Nagus, or possibly Ishka as the Grand Nagus, as they say as well. And the only way to do that, lady. The first lady, and the only way they can do that is to get one of the people that Zek has been in cahoots with.
It's one of the FCA commissioners.
Get one of them to talk to Ishka and see how promising females are. And they have 453 contacts. None of them want anything to do with Zek besides the guy that made Slug Cola.
Sluggo Cola.
Yeah.
And this is all because of the Ferengi Bill of Opportunities. Yeah. It's an amendment to that where he gives women more rights.
Yeah, they can wear clothes and go out in public.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious because okay, so first of all, Brunt shows up at the fucking bar.
FCA.
Yeah, now he's acting Grand Nagus. And
I love how Brunt's like, Brunt, Grand Nagus, and then Quark always has to say acting Grand
literally
Nagus.
Every one of them went acting Grand Nagus. And Quark kicks him out of the bar. And Quark's like, what have I just done? I kicked the Grand Nagus out of the bar. Like, he's like panicked about it. His mom and the Grand Nagus are staying in his quarters.
Yeah.
His Quarkers. And he goes back to his quarters, and his mom's in there, and they get in a big fucking argument. And he's talking about how, he misses the old Zek, that she's ruined him and made him weird. And like, he's letting women wear clothes.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're an ungrateful son. She's like yelling at him. And he's like, say it. I'm waiting. She has a fucking heart attack and almost dies on the floor. Yeah. And it's just funny. As soon as she fell, he goes, Moogie? And he's like trying to get her up and then fucking lies. Yes, every time he runs down the hall, Moogie. But what was hilarious is, what's it called? Quark flat out lies. They're like, what happened? I got her some slugs. And then she hit the ground and I don't know what happened.
How it happened?
And Bashir's like, that's not what she said. And she said, she just kept repeating the phrase, this is all Quark's fault.
Quark killed me.
Yeah, and they like looked at him like, what did you fucking do? But what I thought was hilarious, they're like, we need it because the Sluggo Cola guy is coming in 2 days.
Nilva, that's his name.
Nilva, yeah. She was out of commission for at least 4 days because she had a whole new fucking heart put in. And so Sluggo Cola guy, Nilva, is going to be there. And so they need somebody to be the female. And what's funny is they're looking at Lita earlier. And Zek said something. He was all like, he's like, I think she's just fine. And then I think Ishka gets mad, but his laugh, he goes, he does that fucking
yeah, dude. I love that.
I had to pause the episode because I was laughing so hard at that horrible fucking laugh. But either way, they decide to give Quark a sex change operation and make him a woman. And he's all emotional and sad. And so they take Quark, they give him a sex change operation. They lower his lobes. His lobes are much smaller. And they are trying to show him how to practice walking like a woman. And he's not used to the high heels. He's not used to being a woman. Nagus is hitting on Quark the entire time. But the hilarious part about it is that when Quark's practicing to be a woman, Rom shows him the best way to walk. And then he's like, you want to sit in a chair, bottom tight, knees together. And he does the sit. And Lita's like, wow, that was actually really good. Like, they're like, and Quark's like, we got enough time. Give him the operation. Yeah. And Zek's like, he's not a good businessman, though, Quark. There's a reason it's you. And then he literally rubs Quark's leg. He's all like,
yeah, dude. He's like sexually assaulting Quark. Yeah. I love it.
And then Sluggo Cola, they're in there practicing the lines and going over Ishka's notes. He shows up a day early because he's got a big meeting. And as soon as Nog, he comes off the ship, and as soon as the doors open, he gives Nog, he's like, Sluggo Cola?
Yeah, Sluggo Cola? Sluggo Cola?
And then Nog's like, Nog's like, oh, the slimiest cola in the galaxy.
Slimiest.
And what's funny is that guy walking around, just looking at shit, and Nog trying to keep up, just out of breath, just trying to find him. And ends up getting back to the room where they're actually practicing with Quark, and he walks over to the mirror like, oh god, like trying to hide. Gives everybody a Sluggo Cola, and the Nagus Zek is like, let's go to dinner. Well, we'll go to dinner. We'll talk about everything.
We'll go to dinner. We'll talk about it. Yeah.
And then you can meet with Lumba tomorrow.
I was waiting for you to say her name. Yeah. It's like the worst. It's like the obvious. It's like an obvious trans name.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I thought they were going to say like Quarket. But what was hilarious is he's like, no, I'll take Lumba to dinner. And like puts his arm out and Quark does it. He like locks the arms. And then they're sitting over there talking about Sluggo Cola. And he's essentially saying, I seen that the profits weren't as good this quarter and that the other soda's making a run for your money. He goes, it's just dumb luck. And he's like, well, if females have clothes, then they have pockets with latinum. And you can market the soda towards females.
Exactly. You just doubled your your consumer base.
And he's like, Sluggo Cola, 43% algae. And he's like, every bottle. And he's like, well, new catchphrase, Sluggo Cola, keep your teeth that shade of green for longer, which is horrifying. But he's into it. He goes, let's get dessert in my quarters, and then proceeds to try and sexually assault Quark for a good 3.5, 4 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the funniest fucking thing of the whole episode, Brunt does not like that. He's something weird about Lumba.
Something weird.
He shows up at the quarters, and he goes, his name is Quark. And then Quark forgets all about...
That's my dead name.
Yeah, he forgets all about not wanting to have sex with this guy. Kisses him on the mouth and then flashes his tits at all of them. And Brunt's face...
Dude, I picture like that fucking time when after in South Park when Garrison got the sex job.
Oh my god! or the ski episode where they're going down the ski mountain and she shows her tits and they're just like,
she's got a Quatu.
But it was so funny because Brunt is disgusted. Like he is. They leave and Nilva's like, oh, like fuck yeah, dude! I almost got sniz. I seen tits. And they leave, and I love how they leave, and Brunt's like still just disgusted. He goes, his name's Quark. He's just in there by himself. But everything works out. Nilva gives Quark a ring, and Quark is still having hormone issues.
Yes, because that's the best part. It's like the crazy thing is they actually do like a full. Almost like a full sex change because they can do cosmetic surgery. It's fairly easy. Like
but when Quark literally has hormones and everything.
I bet they cut it off and
and it's so funny. Quark's sitting there looking at the ring and he's like, "He's a sweet man." He had a little glint in his eye and he stops himself. He's like, "I got it."
Yeah, he's going back and forth because then later. The girl Allura comes up. She was the one talking to him in the teaser, and there was part of her contract was his Umox. And
he gave her a book to read.
Yeah.
What's so funny is he was like, "Forget that book. Forget I said anything.
I'm terrible. I'm a disgusting man."
And she was like, "Well, I kind of thought it sounded fun, the Umox and the tickles and stuff." And he goes, "No." And then she walks away and he goes, "What am I doing, Allura?" He's like, he goes running after it. Fucking great episode. Honestly, I don't know what it is, man. I used to hate Ferengis, and almost every season when there's a full Ferengi episode, it's like my favorite one.
Oh, yeah.
This episode was great.
That's very reminiscent of like a 1970s like gender swap comedy.
Yeah.
You know, like just one of those.
And now...
Why is this fucking being stupid?
I'm going to move on. Is that cool with you?
Yes, sir. Why is
episode 24, stupid? Time's Orphan. So Keiko's back, and she instantly calls O'Brien fat while they're in bed. Ask him what he's been eating. And she's like, I've been eating other dudes' dicks. You can't be eating stuff like that. I've been chugging them out at the plant base. I just like saying that because Keiko's Jared's girl. But she was chugging not O'Brien cocks. And sorry, I'm done. But either way, she essentially calls him fat. And he's like, can we at least wait till after the picnic to start eating better? And she goes, no. Just
God, dude.
Just shuts him down.
It's brutal.
Yeah, and also there's some about fuckers having picnics in Star Trek. You lose kids. Yeah. You have a picnic, you lose a kid. You got
a kid dies or it's gone.
Troy didn't even know she had a sister because of a picnic.
Yep.
But either way, they go on a picnic. Molly runs off. They hear her scream, and for no reason at all.
Why are they picnicking on on a world that has ruins on it and no people?
No, they're picnicking on Bajor.
No, they were on a.
I thought
they were on
fell,
Golana.
Oh, I thought she fell through the time. No, I thought they were on Bajor the whole time.
On a planet. I thought they were too at first.
Okay.
They were on a planet called Golana, and there's a time portal there that sends her 300 years back.
Yeah.
Obviously, that time portal is man-made. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's pretty sure that's a.
Why the fuck's there a time portal? I don't know
why they're there.
Yeah.
Go to Bajor.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It makes no sense.
Picnicking there, and Molly falls through a fucking Stargate.
Yeah, it literally looks like a fucking Stargate. I look at the picture. It's very angular.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like old ancient technology.
It's wild.
Unless Golana had a Bajoran colony there a long time ago or some shit like that.
It was weird.
It's not Bajor.
I thought it was Bajor, and she went back too far into ancient Bajor before people were there.
Exactly.
Okay, so that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But either way, Molly's gone, and they fucking get the whole task.
The whole station goes there. They pause the war with the Dominion to go rescue this child.
Yeah.
The war gets put on hold. They put a ceasefire. It's like Christmas Day on the front in the trenches. They ceasefire and they go save this little girl.
Yeah.
Which I found funny because everybe's down there. All this equipment, all this shit, just to find Molly in a time portal.
Yeah.
And then they find her. They get the time portal back online. They beam her through the portal, and she's 18 years old now.
Yeah, and a fucking feral.
I just hear Bashir going, all right, hell yeah.
Whoa,
hell yeah.
Molly. But they bring her through, and she's fucking feral and just like a cave woman now.
Yeah.
They sedate her, bring her back, heal all of her injuries, and set up a fucking tree and shit in the cargo bay.
Yeah, they're in the Arboretum.
It's a cargo bay. Cisco.
I remember they made one of the cargo bays an Arboretum for Keiko. So I think they just closed it off for
maybe that's what it was.
And let her stay in the wild, yeah.
They had her at a tree. Yeah. It was just like the same tree, and she's up there climbing, and they're trying to, because they're like, this is Molly now, and they're trying to assimilate her back to normal society, and they're trying to get her to talk. What I love is what? Go ahead.
Golana is a planet in the Bajoran sector.
Oh, okay.
So it's close by.
That makes sense.
Maybe not in the same solar system, but it's very close by, which is why I like.
Got you.
They weren't there.
And they even said that she went back 300 years. There was no colonies there then.
Yeah.
So she's just a 8-year-old, I think she's 8.
Something like that. She's
she's little.
She's
she's all by herself there.
Enough to where she didn't know enough English to remember it for 10 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the funniest part I thought though is they're trying to assimilate her back, and they're like, Molly, ball, and they're like rolling to each other. And then they roll it to her, and she runs off with it, and you see the collection of 15 balls that she has. Fucking killed me. And then they finally get her to roll it back, and she starts talking more, and she goes, Molly, home. Molly, home. And they take her to her home. That's when you see their quarters and her room where the cat's at.
Yeah.
Cat's back. He's good. And she's not.
She strangles the cat.
Yeah, it's just fucking.
It starts petting it backwards.
Yeah. Just fucking petting shit
basically retarded.
You just see her pull one of the cats it takes 2 minutes to pull one of the cat's legs off. Molly, stop! But I love how she looks out of the stars and she goes, home, starry stars. Just saying dumb shit. And they realize she wants to go back home to where she's lived for fucking a decade or longer. So they go to the Hollow Suite. And they got her running around. She's stoked. She's rolling in grass, doing crazy shit. And get a knock at the door. Quark has 2 Klingons there. And they're like, hey, it's our time for the fucking Hollow Suite. And they're not being cool about it at all. So they have to forcibly pull Molly out of there. And she's not taking it. And he just computer in program. And so everything's gone. Molly's fucking distraught.
Yeah.
Runs down the fucking steps, pushes everybody over, and stabs someone in the fucking chest with a broken bottle. And now she's in the brig.
She's great.
She's losing her mind in the brig because she's in confinement. And that guy wants to press charges. He doesn't care.
Doesn't care that she's a very odd scientifically medical reason wrong with her.
Yeah, no, he's like, no, I'm pressing charges. Which, to be fair, he did randomly get stabbed in the chest with a broken bottle. It's kind of hard to not be like, if
you told me the whole story, I'm like, oh yeah, she's fucked up. I get that.
Okay, that does suck. I'm pressing charges.
There was a scene I forgot about, which I'm glad they showed it here because I thought it was funny because I made the joke. I think it's still whenever before they get Molly back, 18-year-old Molly back, Yoshi is being like taken care of by.
Yeah, he's being taken care of by Worf.
No, by Kira's holding him. Kira and Odo are with him, and he's like smiling whatever, and she goes, he knows me. I had him inside me for 5 months. I get Odo being like, me too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? When she said that, I had him inside me for 5 months. I was like, he could have said that a lot better.
Yeah,
he could have.
Odo's over here just like.
What was funny is me and
him both.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. But what was funnier is me watching this episode with Sarah watching it and her being like, looking over at me like, what the fuck is she talking about? And then I have to pause it and explain to her this whole thing that happened to how Kira had that baby for him. And I was like, she's like, why did she say that? And I was like, fuck, dude, there's so much I got to tell you. Like, if you want to know.
I got to start from the beginning.
But I did like Worf watching the baby later on, though. Yeah. Because he, gung, gung, gung. And he keeps trying to get the baby with the rattle.
Yeah.
And then the fucking Dax comes back, and Worf is distraught. He is so upset. And all that happened is he was chasing the kid, and they were laughing, and he tripped and hit his head. And he's like, I'm not fit to be a father.
Exactly.
He's just all
he's
going
to commit fucking Klingon seppuku for a...
Dude, he was so mad at himself.
Yeah.
What I thought was funny is he's like, I can make an infant go to sleep. I raised Alexander. And I was like, no, you didn't. Motherfucker. Don't you ever say that. You've been getting galactic milk for 12 years, bro. But,
galactic milk
I gotta go get milk, Alexander. You're staying with my grandparents.
From another
I gotta get milk in Newports
from another star system.
but anyways,
only sell the kind of Marlboros I like 3 star systems over. God damn.
But O'Brien goes to the brig, and the whole time Worf's just watching Kira Yoshi. But he goes to the brig and fucking drugs one of Odo's men. He what's it? I don't know what it's called. Pretty much chloroforms him.
Oh yeah.
Opens up the thing, breaks out Molly, and they're gonna go steal a shuttlecraft. And Odo comes up on him and he's like, I thought a lot about you, O'Brien. I thought you would have been able to do all this without me knowing. And then he opens up the door because Keiko and O'Brien decide that they're gonna take Molly and put her back through the time portal so that she can be back at her own time and not get taken away by CPS essentially to be monitored. And so they get all the way back to the planet. They put her back through miraculously. They give her the little doll. I can't remember what the doll's name is. It looks horrifying. It's a Bajoran doll too. It has nose ridges. She goes through the portal and finds Molly behind a rock and miraculously puts her through right before they blow it up. And she's Molly home, disappears. So fucking sad. Yeah. So fucking sad.
Because Molly wasn't there, she's never existed.
But Molly's back, all's well, it ends well. I thought it was a really good episode. Also, Sarah's watched a lot of Star Trek with her dad growing up. I was telling her, they're gonna go put her back through the portal. And Sarah goes, yeah, she comes back out young at the end. And I went, what the fuck are you? She has watched this one of her favorite episodes growing up with her dad. And I was like, you just fucking ruined it. I was so pissed. I was like, why would you say that? And she's like, I'm sorry. But yeah. Anyways, great episode. The Sound of Her Voice, episode 25. Do you remember this one at all?
Let me see here. Yes, this is where...
this one's sad as fuck,
This one is sad as fuck, too.
They get a distress call from a planet where a ship had crashed, and it's just the captain left. And...
Is Captain Garrett?
I can't remember her name. But they're on their way in the Defiant to go save them, and they're like 5 days out, and she's on an L-class planet. So the oxygen level's weird, and she has to keep injecting herself with I can't remember what it's called, but she has to keep injecting herself with something that stabilizes it so she can breathe right.
Yeah.
And if they don't make it there in time, she's going to literally turn purple and die.
She's going to fucking suffocate.
Yeah, she's going to suffocate. Yeah. And they get in contact with her finally because O'Brien keeps listening to this transmission from her and he keeps listening to it, and they keep looking, and they're kind of obsessed with it. And they finally make contact with her, so they're talking with her the whole time. And essentially, she just asked that every member talk to her in shifts so that she doesn't go crazy. And she's essentially a therapist for Bashir, O'Brien, and Sisko throughout the whole episode.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to get into the nitty-gritty, but, like, Cisco's
stuff with Cassidy, right?
Yeah, he's got Cassidy on board, and he doesn't like her being on board, and they essentially say that, like...
mixing work with pleasure,
yeah, and
maybe not pleasure,
fucking with him.
Yeah.
And subplot, Quark is making Odo buy Kira a gift for their month anniversary, and he's doing all this shit just so that he can smuggle in these crystals. He can sell these crystals for a whole bunch of latinum.
Yeah. Captain Lisa Cusack.
Yeah.
Joan Cusack's great.
I was about to say
great grandchild.
And then Jake he's riding on Quark because he wants to see a nefarious character.
Yeah, he needs a.
So he's helping Quark with his whole fucking thing.
Well, just wildly not interesting compared to what's going on the Defiant.
No, but it was funny. I was going to say it right now. Odo takes Kira to 1930s Paris for their date with a gift, and
right before the invasion.
Yeah, and Quark is essentially he's going to have a meet on a Sunday on a Saturday at this time so that they can do this deal while Odo's on a date.
Exactly.
And Odo goes, "No, we're doing it Sunday. That's when we first kissed. The date was a wreck." And so Quark's like, "Fuck! I'm going to jail. I'm fucking going to jail." He's like losing his shit. And then it ends with Odo going on a Saturday while Quark's having one last drink on the steps because he's going to go to jail. And he's like, "I beat Odo.
Yeah.
And then they
get up there. The deal, and I'm going to get caught. And then psych.
Well, I like it. They get up there, and Kira's like, "He looks happy," and Odo's like, "Well, he should be. He's going to make the most latinum he's made all year off this one deal." And he's like, "He only gets one, though."
Yep.
And so
everybody gets one.
Just he helped Quark. Quark doesn't even know it. But either way, main plot, they're fucking trying to get to this lady. Everyone's talked to her for hours on end. She even does a thing where she's like talking to Bashir and he's not listening. She goes, "What's that? Don't come any closer." "Oh no." And then he's like, "What happened?" And he's all listening.
She's like, "Gotcha."
Well, she does a voice. She's like, "I hate her.
Oh, yeah.
I hate her," and she's dead. And she's like, "Now I got your attention." And so she pretty much helps out everybody. She even tells Sisko
Bashir, which is great.
That whole crew needs some R&R, you know. But anyways, they get to the planet. They find the cave that she's stuck in. She's fucking dead for like 3 years.
She's been dead for a minute.
Yeah, they said it was like at least 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, like pre-Dominion War. Dead.
Yeah. Because she didn't know anything about the war either.
Yeah.
And Sisko told her all about it.
Yeah.
But she's in this cave dead, and it turns out that they were actually talking to her, but because of the subspace, like time issues, they were talking to her 2 or 3 years ago. And
something to do with the planet's atmosphere or something like that.
Which is horribly sad because she just never got help and didn't know that she wasn't talking to anybody that was close.
I guess the only saving grace would be hopefully she technically died before the Defiant would have actually theoretically gotten there had it been the correct time.
Yeah.
Not to where she's like, it's an hour past them, should have been there, and they're not there yet, and she's still alive. Then she's like, where the fuck?
You know? What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, for real. It was sad. But then they take her back and do a whole burial ceremony for her, and everybody says something, and Sisko comes to terms and talks to Cassidy. You don't see it. He just says he wants to talk to her afterwards, and yeah, it's a good episode.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it was because I think everybody was having issues communicating. Bashir was having trouble communicating with. What were O'Brien and Bashir's issues?
Well, Bashir is like, O'Brien was, he didn't want to tell anybody about how he's been feeling like overwhelmed and shit like that. He's not talking to his friends about his issues at work.
Right.
And then Bashir is kind of like the same thing. Everybody's just really depressed.
Basically, they're not communicating with each other.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the whole thing is the play on like they're communicating with someone who's technically already dead.
Yeah.
This dead person's helping them learn to communicate. And that's their problem is the communication. You know what I mean? Like
how the whole issue is that no one's communicating. Everyone's sad about the Dominion War.
And it takes them talking to a dead woman to kind of figure out even though everything's kind of shitty, that they still need to be able to effectively communicate with each other and deal with their problems in healthy ways. Yeah, but that's a nice. It's definitely a sad episode. Kind of nice. The B plot's kind of nice because it's Quark and Odo having some fun with each other.
Yeah,
unknowingly having fun with each other, and Odo. I guess the moral of their B plot is that Odo is kind of like taking it easier on Quark because he's not just this grumbled constable, always worried about justice. He's got some snitch on his
also,
arm.
At the end of the day, he's a Ferengi that is obsessed with profit.
Exactly. So you might as well let him have one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get that.
And then
the final one, Tears of the Prophets.
And I like this episode a lot too, because this episode was fucking sad and crazy.
So this is where we get the first invasion of Cardassia.
Yep.
And it's kind of a fucking disaster, if I remember correctly.
No, it actually sucks. Cisco gets called in. I can't remember. It's like the Admiral tells Cisco they're finally going to do what he was talking about forever and invade Cardassia.
Yeah.
And in order to do so, they got the Romulans, the Klingons. They got everybody in on it. They're going to invade Cardassia. Subplot, I guess, the Cardassians have made this new turret system, essentially.
Yeah, they got those orbital platforms.
Those fuck up everybody. Brutal. Yeah, they're insane.
They are brutal as fuck. Like,
and they're prepping for this, and Cisco gets talked to by the prophets, and they're telling him the Cisco has to stay. You know, they don't want him going. And they were right. The prophets have been right every fucking time. But Cisco goes on with the invasion without, against his better judgment with the prophets, because the Admiral essentially tells him, you're either Starfleet or you're the emissary.
In this case, He's
like, I've went out on a limb for you time and time again. He's like, this one's not going to fucking fly. But this episode was really sad. The main thing, Dax is just excited about getting pregnant and having kids with Worf.
Well, even Bashir tells her, like, there's not a guarantee that a Trill and a Klingon can have kids.
Yeah.
We can, hell, even for the longest time, like, the big thing was Vulcans and humans.
Yeah.
And that has happened before.
Yeah.
But like not every species is compatible. Even with all the medical technology they have in Starfleet, it won't always work.
Yeah.
And she's all excited. Even worse, like kind of like stoked about it. But Bashir's like, hey, like I don't want to burst your all's bubble, but this may not ever happen.
Yeah.
Which I wanted that sim partially like, yes, you can't have a baby. You don't get divorced, and I can have sex.
But then this is the one where Bashir and Quark are all sad, and they're having Vic sing this is for the losers for them, because they're all sad. They're like, well, fuck, this marriage is never going to end, because Quark and Bashir are in love with Dax.
Exactly.
But yeah, and essentially Cisco is not wanting to do this invasion because he doesn't like that the prophets want him to stay back.
Right.
And so they go and do this invasion. It's fucking all-out war. This is one of the coolest ship battles, by the way. This shit was so cool. You see people getting blown up left and right. Those fucking turrets. What are they called again? The platforms?
Orbital defense platforms.
Orbital defense platforms are tearing through shit. And they realize that if they... also, one other thing. Kira says a prayer to the prophets before they leave for the babies for Dax. And Dax likes that. And right before they get on the ship, Dax tells Worf, be safe out there. And he's like, you may not be with me, but you're with me here. And it's like this kind of sad scene considering what follows after that. But, so Dax is kind of in on the prophets now because she thinks it'll help her have a baby.
Yeah.
They're in the middle of this battle. They discover that, they would have to, Garrick's there for whatever reason. Garrick's there. And they discovered that all the platform defense turret things can be taken out because they're all running off the same power source.
Yeah, on a little asteroid.
Asteroid. While this is happening, let me jump back a little bit. Weyoun and the other Cardassians get talked to by Dukat again.
Dukat shows back up randomly.
Yeah, Dukat shows up because...
Dukat's been MIA for a while. Damar is now in charge.
Yeah, Damar is in charge.
Yeah.
But Dukat shows up and essentially tells him he can take over everything with the Pa Wraith. So, essentially, Dukat gets taken over by the thing that took over Jake.
Cracks that doll thing open.
Yeah,
that
cracks the
statue that was like a prison for the Pa Wraith.
Yeah.
And he goes possessed
inside
by
of him.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
That was my statue.
And so, before, in the middle of this battle, Dax is at the altar praying, asking for babies, right? Essentially. Dukat shows up. She draws on him. he fucking Paul Wraiths her to death. Like, just uses the Force, holds her up, and just like literally fucking drops her ass. And then he opens up the Prophet's like little box thing and just sucks the life force out of it. And as soon as he does that, Cisco felt the Prophets calling out to him on the ship.
Yeah.
And he's so fucked up that Jake has to take him to quarters, and Kira leads this assault on the fucking asteroid that has the power source for all the other fucking things.
It's a power generation station.
And the only way they get it to blow up is they get the defense platforms to shoot at them, miss, and they throw a what's it called? Like a scan over that, and they just look right at it and fucking shoot it, and it blows up all of them. And then so they invade Cardassia. But at what cost? Because Cisco and them, they go back to DS9 because they get the distress calls saying like, hey, come back, shit is totally fucked over here. They get back, Dax is dying on a fucking bed.
Yeah.
And it's really sad. She's crying. Worf does his death scream, which I thought he would be way more distraught. Worf actually, like when he looked up, went, ah! Like his face just didn't look right to me. And then he does a Klingon death chant. And Cisco is just disgusted and fucking goes back to Earth to work in the restaurant for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing though. Like, so Dukat fucks up the orb. It doesn't just it affects all. It
takes
orbs.
away the gods.
Yeah, it basically seals the celestial temple.
Yeah.
I think I don't remember if it even seals the wormhole, or I think it
fucks up the wormhole and takes out all their gods.
Yeah,
and even Wei Yun,
it doesn't take them; it just seals them. They're trapped in the celestial temple.
Exactly.
That's kind of it.
And Wei Yun's pissed.
Yeah,
he's like, your plan didn't work at all. He's like, we took away their prophets. That's what was helping Cisco the whole time.
Which not necessarily.
That's what he tells
only
them.
When he asked, like that one time in the
they just fucking whoop.
Yeah.
Take away all the Dominion ships.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. He just goes to he's so fucking depressed. He goes to Earth. He takes like a leave of absence.
He's over there washing oysters.
Yeah. Just scrubbing oysters.
And also, do you know why Dax was killed off in this episode?
There were some contract negotiation issues, and apparently there was it was kind of like the Tasha Yar thing. There wasn't really a good relationship between her and one of the producers.
Yeah, it's the main guy, the
Kurtzman.
Not
Kurtzman. It was
the dude that really made the show great. He's
Irish
kind of
a bear. Wasn't him?
No, it was what's his fucking name, dude? I can't remember his name to save my life. He's on every is it Rick?
Rick Berman.
Rick Berman.
Yeah.
Apparently that dude's really handsy. Like he's kind of a scumbag. He was really weird with I can't remember her name, but the girl that plays Dax.
Yeah.
He's really handsy with her, and she was tired of it and wanted to just be a reoccurring character on the last season and not a mainstay.
Yeah.
And he just said, fuck it, and took her off the show and killed her off that episode.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, they also had some, like, according to the Memory Alpha, there were also contract negotiation issues for re-upping for Season 7, which part of her stipulations probably were, I want to be a recurring character. Could have been money issues as well. Yeah. The fact that, if you're on a show for multiple seasons like this, that means it's popular. That means there's more money involved.
Yeah.
So maybe the money wasn't there for, she might have wanted more money, they wanted to pay her less, whatever. And they had plans to kill her off earlier. That's why she got shot by the Dominion in that one episode.
Now that makes sense.
They were like, she's going to be killed off. We just don't know when yet. They were thinking of that episode, but they decided not to.
Well,
they were going to wait to the season finale to do it.
It was rough.
Yeah.
But a great episode, though, nonetheless. It really made the stakes higher. So I'm excited for Season 7.
Yeah, and I mean, we're going to pick back up. The way it ends with just Cisco, like, on Earth washing dishes and whatever at his father's restaurant, we're going to pick back up pretty much right there.
Oh, cool. I'm probably going to watch it when I go
almost
home.
like a two-parter without being a part 1, part 2 episode.
That's pretty much a lot of the Deep Space Nine two-parters, too.
Yeah, and I mean, it works for them. I think it works better than throwing a part 1, part 2 on the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a very interesting way to end the season.
Yeah, it's wild, sad.
A lot, yeah. At least the other times, like, stakes have just been high.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're at a climactic point of where something important is going to happen for maybe not necessarily a character, but for like the story as a whole. And this one, it's like, well, we lose a cast member. Cisco is like not Cisco anymore.
No, he's
because he loses a best friend, and he loses technically a part of himself with him not really becoming the emissary anymore. Yeah. Worf takes a hit. Everybody. Think about Worf and Quark and Bashir all take hits because her husband and then two people that really did love her.
Yeah. Cisco's best friend.
Yeah. And obviously, like,
and a main cast member. Like, has there been another time? Oh, well, actually, I take it back. Natasha Yar, but she's only in the first season.
Yeah, so she doesn't. I don't want to say she doesn't necessarily count, but
it's not as hard hitting
and I don't think we've ever seen another character like that pass. We don't. Not in TOS, not in TNG.
Closest you get is like Spock dying, but then they make a whole nother movie, The Search for
just
Spock,
to bring him
and
back.
Find him. Yeah,
or when Tucker dies at Enterprise in the last episode, but that's never even fully canon, or if he actually did die, or whatever, stuff like that. So we don't see that. That's a one-off thing, is a cast member like that dying.
The shit's crazy.
During the show, so unless you count Kes, but Kes like becomes some sort of like non-corporeal entity in Voyager, so she doesn't really die. That's just a really weird way to end the season. That's not really typical Trek,
and probably the best season of DS9 so far. I don't know how the 7th one goes, but
7th is a pretty good season.
You think it's as good as the 6th?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's good though. I think had they not had the issues that they had with Berman and I can't remember her name to save the life of me, but Dax and the issues, whatever. If they had not written her off the show, if she had stayed and we didn't get Esri Dax, I think it would have been better. Would have been better. I think people would have enjoyed it more. But the weird thing though is that you kind of have to keep Worf a single guy because we're gonna have the TNG movies, and Worf shows up in those. And if he was still married, would he been in those movies?
Probably could have been.
Maybe, possibly. You never know. But it was nice that he was free to come do those things. But it's a one way to end it. We can't change it, so we got to roll with it. But
still good though.
Yeah. That was a good way to end season 6. Hopefully we can hit the ground running with season 7 and come back maybe next week. You get to watch it, so if you can get those whenever you get those first 13.
I'll let you know. It might take me 2 weeks.
That's
but
no big deal.
There.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And worst case scenario, like I said, we can meet up in the Star Trek Online fucking lounge.
Yeah, we'll go into the
episode. Fucking I think that'd be sick.
Go into Starbase 1's bar area.
I think it'd be hilarious.
Or we go to Deep Space Nine and we just meet up in Quarks.
Yeah. Let's do that.
If there's enough room. So
let's see if we can do that.
Maybe we'll do a random episode every a podcast episode every once in a while. We'll do it in online, and we'll do it at a different.
I think
venue.
It'd be funny.
Yeah, we can go to Drozana Station. We can go to Kronos. We can go to wherever and just pick a spot and podcast there.
I'm so down for that.
So that'd be cool. And we'll try and get on tomorrow. And we'll do another actual Star Trek Online episode.
Yeah,
get
let me know.
Selleck and Gray, and we'll do some more adventuring.
I'm down for that.
So I'm probably gonna hop on. And whenever you leave, I'm gonna hop on and probably do a little bit with my main character, and then if you get home, let's hop on and play some Barony or something, or some Deep Rock Galactic, because I'm down to get some gaming in. So I did not do enough on my week off. Surprisingly, I did a lot, but I didn't do enough.
I get it. It's never enough time.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about Star Trek Online, though, is that you get going and you just keep playing mission after mission after mission after mission because you want to know how the story progresses.
Yeah.
And they just kind of flow super, super smoothly.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you've done like 8 of them. You've been on the computer for 6 hours. You're like, what the fuck? Where did time
happened?
go? Yeah, exactly. And
that's the beauty of it.
And I spent a little bit of money on it, and I got like a really nice ass ship, and
it's all a matter of time.
Yeah, we'll definitely spend a little bit of money on our other characters, buy some Zen, and get some stuff, because we're gonna hit a wall eventually with
I assume
free ships that I got a super awesome ship, which I'll probably buy again in the other one.
I like my ship a lot too, even though it's free. I still like my new one.
Yeah, but all right, folks. That's it for our season 6, part 2. Hope you all enjoyed it. Maybe did almost 2.5 hours on that.
Yeah.
And
see y'all again for season 7, part 1.
Yeah, season 7, part 1, and maybe tomorrow for a little bit of Star Trek Online if you like those.
I'm down.
Not as much banter, but the
Still funny.
The game's pretty involved, so it is definitely hard to kind of talk and do that game at the same time. But yeah. All right, folks.
Love you so much.
Bye.